Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
You coming to New York for the Tank Davis Lamont Roach fight? Well, the JBT is hosting a meet and greet at the Rustic Corner Bar on Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, Friday, February 28th from 8 p.m. to midnight. So come meet some of your favorite JBT and YouTube boxing personalities, as well as special guests. The tickets are just $30, and that covers entry and food. There will be a cash bar and door prizes. So Cash App $30 to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. Code MEAT on the comment line and reserve your spot today. Another great event brought to you by the JBT. Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Monday, man? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. Y'all already know if you catch this on the playback, make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, and let your boy know who's going to be pulling up in Brooklyn to the meet and greet to come holler at your boy, man. Come holler at us. Come meet some of the dopest, content creators, I think, on this platform, man. Come have some fun with us, Come shake loose, man. Come be regular. Come be human with us, Come have some fun. Shout out to the JBT family and who's going to enter the raffle for their chance to win a ticket to the Tank Davis fight, man. I know y'all want to see Tank do what he do, So shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate everybody that joined the raffle, man. Best of luck to everybody. I hope to see y'all in the building. I hope to meet some of the family for sure, man. But we gonna get to this boxing build. Where we at on the likes? I know we getting close to 1 million. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Banks, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? True Culture, what it do? We gonna talk about it. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say any of that, really. I wouldn't say Moten ain't even put in enough work to be looking better than Keyshawn and Abdullah. Abdullah, it's what you like. You know, it's nothing to dislike about Abdullah for the most part. He's just a really talented guy. So whoever you like, you like. But we going to Keyshawn definitely getting his just due over here. Crush the legend, my guy. BJ33. What's good with it, BJ? Shout out to Melanin Queen, my sis. How you feeling? Always good to see you in the building. Hannibal, what's good with it, bro? Mike Kirkland, my guy. What's going on with it, bro? Teach, what it do? Shout out to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Just Do is in the building. You know what I mean? Keyshawn, boy, you look good out there the other night. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's crazy the way people have been talking about the performance. Shout out to Teach, man. Yeah, man, y'all become a channel member, man. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. Come rock out with your boy. Come build Dante's Boxing Talk. Lewis 45. Hundo in the building. Was good, bro. 2 cents, what it do? Shout out to Melanin Queen. Like I said, man, y'all join that raffle. Give yourselves an opportunity to win a tank ticket for just $10, you know, or 3 for $25. You get your name entered in the raffle 3 times and give yourself an opportunity to win. Mark West, what it do, man? How you feeling? Cash Sports, my guy in the building. Yeah, I appreciated Keyshawn's wine. I appreciated boxing. I want to start off by saying that, yeah, I appreciated boxing this weekend again. These weekends like that is what I live for as a boxing fan. We got to see a lot of action. We got to see the birth of a new champion. You get what I'm saying? I think you got Abdullah Mason moving from that prospect space to a contender for real, if you ask me. We're gonna build on all that, but over here, everybody getting they just due, and we just building on boxing for real, because this weekend was exactly what we need. You know, multiple cars, multiple fights, good action, good knockouts, good boxing matches, right? There's a lot of good boxing. Sammy, what it do? Shout out to my guy Steph too, man. Y'all make sure y'all crack that like button one time, and we gonna build. Y'all know how we do. So, man, yeah, man, Friday was Valentine's Day, and man, Keyshawn showed up and he showed out, man. He showed up and he showed out, man. We gonna talk about it, man. Look, I get it. He was talking first round knockout, but like I said, he was just talking his shit. I never anticipated on him having to knock Berinchyk out in 1 round. I didn't want to see a first round knockout. Personally, I wanted to see him do exactly what he did, go to work, just like I know he capable of doing. And I said this, I said it. I said it. Y'all was here. I said, man, I think this fight could be, you know, competitive. I don't want to overlook Berinchyk, but I also told y'all, and I was very, adamant about this. He make this shit look easy. I want to see what people gonna say. And man, did I get a load of what people had to say. You get what I'm saying? Did I get a load of what people had to say, man? Yeah, God body keeps showing the businessman Davis. I'm telling you, hey man, did I get an earful of what people thought? And look, I'm here to say, man, you just had to appreciate boxing that night, bro. You had to appreciate boxing that night, Mr. Impride. What it do? You had to. You get what I'm saying? That the hell with a first round knockout. Who cares about that? Man, did that man get in there and completely dispatch a world champion? He ain't have to win a vacant title. He didn't go seeking out. I don't want to hear no weakest link. I don't want to hear nothing. In his 13th fight as a professional, he went out there and he stood on all kinds of business. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kirk Douglas. Boxing with 2-4. What it do? Cornelius, shout out to my guy. How you feeling? What's good, player? Yeah, you get me. You just had to enjoy boxing that night for real, man. Like that kid went out there and did exactly what he said he was gonna do. You know what I mean? Step on this dude, stand on business, make a statement, put on a great performance, put on a show. He did it. And he ain't even give us a lot of rounds, bro. And we get it. They don't get paid for overtime. So, when he got his man hurt, he got him up out of there now. For me, I said this before, Keyshawn is a smart fighter. He knows when and how to be physical with you to his advantage. And he wanted to make that very clear very early. Like all that tying up that, was taking place early. He wanted to make it be clear that, you're not stronger than me. You can't do nothing with me in the inside. So he pretty much bullied, you know what I mean? He bullied Berinchyk around, if we're being honest. He bullied him around, 19-0. You get what I'm saying? Undefeated guy, world champion, putting together some solid wins. He had an ugly win over Navarrete, but he was rolling nonetheless. Got in there with a real one. I get it. You know, the size difference was evident, but it's nothing you could do about that. You know what I'm saying? That this fight wasn't won strictly because of size. This was skill and talent. It was a skill and talent gap present fight night on Friday. And that's what that was. I don't want to hear all of this. Oh, he ain't do nothing special and he ain't this. And man, what are we talking about? Like, do people enjoy boxing? Like, that's what that was, bro. Like, how you can't enjoy this dude going out there and stepping all over Berinchyk? Body shots, putting him down with body shots, man. He broke this dude down. And he did it in 4 rounds. It's a dude that never, I don't even think he'd been dropped until he got in there with Keyshawn, let alone stop. You get what I'm saying? He going the distance with anybody else, right? Taking people the distance. He had 9 knockouts. He got swept up out of here. That shit, like, that's one of them fights when you watch it, you say, yo, it's levels. And that's exactly what he showed you. It's a levels between them. Yeah, they were 2 former silver medalists, but he showed you which silver medalist is legit. I don't want to hear nothing about Berinchyk being old. I don't want to hear no cherry pick. I don't want to hear he too small. They out here pushing that Keyshawn as a weight bully now. They're like, yo, this shit is disgusting work, bro. We enjoy boxing over here. And that's what that man did. Like, I ain't got to try to compare all his, you know, his performances to the next man. And, you know, I'm comparing his performance to the last time we seen him. Last time we seen him, he dusted off Gustavo Lemos in relatively easy fashion. And people were saying to me, hey, man, I don't know, just that ain't, you know, he gave Hitchens a tough fight. I don't think it's going to be as easy as people saying. And then he go out there and he beat him so easily, people complain about the win. You can't make this up. He moves on to an undefeated guy. Get what I'm saying? He just beat Navarrete. Navarrete only got, like, what, 2 losses in his entire career? One of those is to Berinchyk. Although ugliest fight that I've seen in quite some time, but he got it done. That's the guy he beat up. He trained. He from the Ukraine, right? He got pedigree. He's a silver medalist. And he made him look like he didn't belong in there with him. That's what he did. That's what he did. He made him look like he did not belong in the ring with him. And I enjoy every minute of it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kyle Cooler, my brother. How you feeling? What's good with it, bro? Body shot, they called it slip, was the beginning of the end. Yeah, man, he broke his ass down. Broke him down something real, man. Like, and you just love to see it. You love to see it. Between Lone and Keyshawn Stevenson, who has the most power. I don't know. Shit. Keyshawn's he hitting, man. Keyshawn's a solid puncher, bro. He's a solid puncher. He got really good power. You know what I'm saying? 130 pound, got most accolades. I think Navarrete, yeah. And he dusted him off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Don. What it do? These are diva boxers you can't take away. P did he a champ. That's a fact, man. Y'all smash that like button. Give me 2 seconds. My apologies. I'm back. I had to grab something to drink. Yeah, but look, so it was some mixed, you know, feelings about this fight. Like I said, some people said Keyshawn wasn't going, you know, this wasn't going to be an easy fight. I think it's going to be tougher than what people saying. And he made that shit look easy again. He made it look easy again, to the point again where people are like, yo, he ain't do nothing special, and he was just sitting there wrestling. And man, hell nah, bro. He went in there and beat this boy up. He beat him up, yo. He beat him up, broke him down to the body, and it only took 4 rounds. That was very impressive, bro. Like, over here, we just try our best to build up the sport. When a guy talks the kind of the talk that Keyshawn does, like, and he stand on business, you gotta enjoy it because he talk. He'll never be short on words. He gonna talk his talk, but he go out there and he really perform. And this was really enjoyable fight. You get what I'm saying? The card was enjoyable. He really went out there and showed like why he was the main, you know what I mean, the main event. You get what I'm saying? No letdown whatsoever. Very impressive, Cash. You get what I'm saying? DGO, what it do? Zach B, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? I like how he carrying himself. Yeah, articulate, man. He having fun, man. He doing what he supposed to be doing, man. Dre, what it do, fam? How you feeling? I for sure pull for Keyshawn now because he keeps backing his talk up. You get me? Just having fun. You know what I mean? Just having fun, bro. Just having fun. Just having fun, bro. At the end of the day, a lot of guys get match made. What is it? Itachi? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get match made, but what is that something bad? Is that to be said? What? Like, what is that saying? He still got in there with a guy that was proven. He got pedigree. He's a former silver medalist, the same way Keyshawn was. You get what I'm saying? He went out there and he won the fights that was put in front of him, and that's exactly what Keyshawn doing. It's not a bad thing that he fought him, right? Matchmaking is just a part of boxing. That's not a bad thing. But at 13 fights in, you get what I'm saying? He a damn world champion, bro. You gotta respect that. He's smoking shit. Like he no struggling. You know what I mean? Not getting hit a lot. He being sharp on defense, being physical when he need to. Like I told y'all, he know how to control the tempo and the pace of a fight. Dude is smart, man. He's a really smart fighter. Smart young fighter with 13 in. You gotta enjoy what you're seeing. Like all that trying to find ways to take away from what he did is just weird. Like he went out there and he performed. That's what you want to see. Now, is it the end? No, he just getting started. He just said it. He said, yo, he feel like he just getting started. Now's the start. And I like it, man. This could be the beginning of something good for him. And for boxing, I think Keyshawn Davis is refreshing. He's a breath of fresh air, right? You know, he talks, he's energetic. You get what I'm saying? Outspoken. You can't put no muzzle on him. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta love the energy because he keep it consistent and he goes out there and perform. You know what I'm saying? Goes out there and perform. I wouldn't mind saying Tank call him out. Let Tank call him out. Tank been a problem. Yes, he is a problem. But that'll be a good fight. You know what I mean? It's early, so I don't anticipate seeing it happen now. But listen, he got a championship title now, so everything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything and everything is possible. CJ, what it do? Think he thug. Shout out to Keyshawn. No, impressive pace to start his career. I don't think he gives off that energy though. I think him and Shakur kind of one and the same. I think they get misunderstood as being like tough guys, right? Like I don't think he trying to promote that. I think they just within a sport where you gotta be confident, you gotta talk your shit, you gotta stand on business, right? And that's typically what they both do. And I'm just enjoying the growth from Keyshawn to constantly see him going out there and winning these fights, and now to be able to go out there and fight a legit champion that was undefeated in his own right, talented guy, really good pedigree as well. Like that's a good start to a career. That's a good way to win the first title, right? That's not Berinchyk ain't gonna sit up here and say like, oh, the best person in the world. Did you see that? But that was a good fighter. That was a legit fighter with pedigree that got took apart relatively easy. Keyshawn made that shit look easy, man. Like he really did, and it's just very impressive to see. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. 704 Joe, my guy, what it do, man? How you feeling? I don't like boxing, yeah. And more importantly, Samuel, they don't like him. That was impressive, bro. Yeah, they did a little bit of tussling, tangling, but you could expect that because it's a boxing match, right? Guy jockeying for position and things like that. But for the most part, the dude was letting his hands go, going to his body, ripping shots. Keyshawn was sharp as hell, man. He was sharp the entire way through, bro. Like them 4 rounds was short, but they was sweet. Those was a sweet 4. Yeah, he was in control of the fight the entire way through. It just wasn't much negative. It wasn't a lot of negative to draw from that, right? You don't want to over celebrate, but as a young fighter, he should be to enjoy that win, knowing that the boxing community is supporting him because he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Like, I'm not here to try to pin him and pit him up against everybody. Oh, well, his performance wasn't better than this one's. And his performance he picked up right where he left off in the last one. Very sharp, very decisive, controlled the fight, picked his shots well, really good vision, didn't take a lot of punishment at all in either fights, and polished those guys off. You know, Gustavo Lemos was 29-1. The one highly contested loss to Richardson Hitchens, he goes out there, and that dude is a 35 veteran at the time. Keyshawn coming in there with 11 fights and dusts him the hell off. Not even close, just beat the hell out of him, beat the stuffing out this man. And he came in grossly overweight, and Keyshawn didn't even bat an eye. This dude heavy as hell, big as hell, in the 160s, I believe, on fight night, and look what he did to him. You know what I mean? Then he moved on. You know, we all knew the Berinchyk fight was coming up. We seen how Berinchyk looked against Duarte. It wasn't impressive, but the kid can box. The man can box, right? The man can box. He can hold his own. He know his way around the ring. And then Keyshawn get in there and show such a gap in skill level and talent, right? That people just don't know how to appreciate the win. Again, like, they're telling me, like, somebody told me they like Keyshawn. He just need to fight better competition. I'm like, yo, what? Like, what's better competition than 13? Like, who is he supposed to be fighting? He legit just fought a champion, and people talking about, yeah, it's cool, but I need to see better competition. That's the plan. That's where he working towards, bro. It's only so much you could do. Is one fight at a time, bro. One fight at a time. He went out there, he shined. There's no reason to like try to rain on his parade. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, what he said he was going to do. Like, and he made it look impressive, right? He did. I thought the knockout would come late. You know what I'm saying? I thought he would take him in the later rounds and break him down and stop him. Man, this dude had totally different plans. He understood early. Did y'all see the way he was going down, stabbing that body? Man, he was stabbing that body and just broke him down. He couldn't handle it. Yeah, that was impressive to see. Very impressive. A night's work, man, for Keyshawn, for the businessman. So I like this. I like the birth of a new champion, bro. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from him. You know, I know what he said as far as, you know, with the Tank fight. I don't trip off that. He's supposed to acknowledge what the biggest fight he feel like for him is, right? And if that's Tank, it's not wrong with speaking on it. It's not wrong with calling him out. I hear people flipping out about him not calling him out again in the press in the post fight. Like, why would he do it? Like, he done it already. Y'all know what it is. It ain't nothing changed. If he continues to do it, then people are going to continue to keep saying clout chasing. So I think he did what he was supposed to do. But I don't even like that term all the time. He did better than what people thought he was going to do. And it's just hard to look at that performance and say, nah, that ain't shit. He ain't do nothing special. Nah, that's how you get it done, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like what are we looking for him to do out there? Like, he showed like clear separation. Dominant 4 rounds, like just washed him, got him up out of there. You know what I mean? 2 tough opponents that went 6 rounds. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what Core's supposed to be doing. Separate itself. Core always separate itself from the competition, bro. Core always separate itself from the competition. You know, he had one arguably close fight where he was, you know, you want to call it a bad night, shit performance, whatever. I ain't got to even get into it. But outside of that, he always, though, like, for example, just knockout. It's not knockout or bust with him because he's not a KO artist. For example, you seen Frank Martin and Artem fight, right? There wasn't a lot of separation in that fight. But then you seen Shakur fight Artem, same guy. Arguably lost a round. Arguably. You get what I'm saying? 11-1, 10-2 type shit. Yeah, that's clear separation. But I get what you're saying, and you want to see that against everybody, and I do too, bro. But I think that's what he typically does, and you want to see him continue to prove it as he go along in the fashion that you know he's capable of. And I'm with you. Behind the Hands TV, my brother was good with it, bro. Go for the current champion and beat him. What more do you want? That's why I say, like, how could you knock it? You know what I mean? Mike Ron, what it do, fam? How you feeling? I don't know what the story is with De Los Santos right now. I can't believe the businessman's good. He's sharp, bro. He's sharp. That's all. I'm not overstating the win. None of that. I enjoyed boxing that night. And that man showed up and showed out. And it's nothing really too negative to say. Yeah, it's always stuff he can sharpen up on. And yeah, he got to get better and keep growing. right? There's going to be more difficult opponents than Dennis Berinchyk, I believe, but so far, so good. He fought a guy that wasn't standing directly in front of him, where he had to track him down and kind of, plan his shots and break him down. He did it. You get me? You get me? Yeah, like he made that shit look easy. I did not expect him to do it like that. And I just enjoyed boxing. I enjoyed seeing him get that title, man. You know what I mean? All that work he put in, that focus, you know what I mean? It paid off. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland, man. The super chat said, true indeed. Just the way Keyshawn stopped his last two opponents, I'm glad you're giving him his just due. I got to, and that's all I'm here to do. Just enjoy boxing. I don't want to overstate it, but my thing is, I don't know where the frustration comes in. Like, as a straight boxing fan, like, you should have enjoyed that performance. It ain't nothing bad to say. But people, I guess, I don't know. I just don't know what he was supposed to do different. Like, that was phenomenal work. Phenomenal work. I mean, phenomenal work. I just enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And he wasn't the only one. We're going to keep building, but I just got to give him his flowers because, again, you got some people like, yo, he ain't did nothing special and this and that. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the hell he's supposed to do at this point to get certain people respect, but I guess that's why you got to ignore them and fight for the people that really support you. Ricky was good with it. Shout out to Roger. Roger, you a fool. Pugilism was good with it. Be Raymond more tie-up similarly. I gonna understand. Yeah, that'd be a great fight. Dante for sure. Shakur not happening. AB and Tank. Yeah, people just gotta accept it. Tank can call the shots however you want. Except waiting on Keyshawn Shakur to fight first. Shakur, like AB and Tank. Yeah, they're not fighting, and I'm cool with it. Like it's whatever. It's nothing I can do about it. If you're not cool with it, it's okay too. I understand that you feel like you just want to see the fights, but I like what he building. I like what he doing. I feel like if people hate what him and Shakur doing so much, then they should both have big targets on their back. They both world champions. Anybody at 135 that got a problem with what they doing, they should have no problem getting in the ring with either guy. You know what I'm saying? And just beat them, knock them off. You get me? I get it. But I just look at, I respect the dynamic of their relationship. It's just that simple. Some people look at it differently. They like, yo, go fight your brother, make some money with him. It is what it is. I'm just not one of them people. I ain't tripping, but I'm not against it. There's the fight. I wouldn't be sitting here talking about, man, y'all crazy for fighting. I wouldn't be against it, but I'm not against what they saying either, because I feel like I get it on a different level. So it is what it is. I'm just glad that they not each other's biggest fight and they saying that. You know what I'm saying? So as long as there's a Tank Davis out there, I ain't tripping too much. But at the end of the day, man, young fighter, I hear people saying matchmaking and this and that. Like we've been hearing that. At least for me, I've been hearing it since he been around. Top rank know how to move fighters. They know how to build you. They put you in position. They do. We all know. We all aware of that. But if you really look at his resume and the fighters that he fought, he's always been fighting pretty experienced guys, and he's still less than 15 fights. Abdullah Mason got more fights than Keyshawn right now. You get what I'm trying to say? But if you just look at their resumes, it's a difference with how Keyshawn is being moved as opposed to Abdullah. And this is no knock against Abdullah. It's just a little different. And I think that has something to do with the pedigree and him, him being Keyshawn, being an Olympian, former Olympian. You get what I'm saying? Just moving him a little bit different. Like, he's another guy. I don't think he fought guys with losing records and shit like that. So I don't want to overstate what he's doing, but I just want to highlight it and put it in perspective. With 13 fights in, bro, that's a very strong position to be in. You're a world title holder. You're a champion. You get what I'm saying? And now let's see if you're able to defend it, put together some title defenses and different things like that. Let's see who's going to get a unification. Let's see if somehow, they start really, really pushing the fact that him and Shakur got to fight. Like, I'm ready to see all of this. I just want to see boxing, bro. So I like what I seen Friday from Keyshawn. Phenomenal. That just on to the next. Shout out to Dennis Berinchyk. He tried, but he just didn't have enough. You know what I'm saying? I let Keyshawn fight Tank. It's tough, man. It's tough, right? Because I understand why you would say that, right? If you have a fighter that's 13 fights in, are you necessarily, in a rush to put him in there with Tank, knowing that experience could be his his best friend at this stage, especially if you think about going in there with Tank. I think it'll be a great fight if they fall next week. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, obviously not next week, but you get what I'm saying? Like if there was the fight and they fights after, you know what I mean? Tank fight, Rose, if there was a fight that next fight, like it'll be a good fight now. But the issue would be the experience or lack thereof on Keyshawn's part. So if you're Bob Arum, yeah, maybe you're not in a rush to do that, right? And that's not at the top of the list as far as next for him, right? And I ain't saying it ain't at the top of the list. I don't know. I'm just speaking hypothetically. I don't know what Bob thinking, but I get why you would say that because he is an investment, right? So you'll be looking to continue to build that guy, especially if you're gonna take that kind of risk. He said out his own mouth, you need to be 75, 80% sure that they could win the fight if they're gonna take it, right? They take chances, but they don't gamble. So you could be right, but I'll say this to you, Crush. Think about this. Do you think he wanted Martin Bacoli and Jared Anderson? Get what I'm saying? You think he wanted that fight? He damn sure ain't want that fight. Jared Anderson still wouldn't took it. You get me? So it's one of them situations like I get what you're saying as far as is he trying to push it and make it? No, I don't think he is, but it ain't gonna stop the fighter from being ambitious and talking about that fight. I don't think it's as simple as he's just trying to clout chase. Nah, he's just acknowledging what he want. That's what if he can get that fight, yeah, he would get it. But I don't think the decision would be solely up to him, right? But you never know. You know what I mean? That's a lucrative fight. You know what I mean? He was about to let Loma do it. I know Keyshawn much different, younger, different point. You just never know. But do I think that's something that he's trying to make next or something? No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? The Butcher was good with it, fam. How you feeling? But the Jared Anderson one should surprise you to say sometimes things happen that is not necessarily in the plans. Dragons Assassin official was good, bro. How you feeling? No Leonard Elby not putting Tank in there. Yeah, they just keep building. Just keep building. I mean, it's nothing wrong with acknowledging Tank as a opponent, somebody that you want to share the ring with, getting there, and you think you could beat him, X, Y, and Z. All of that stuff is cool. It's just boxing, bro. That's what he's supposed to do. But the key is to continue to win and fight the right fights where you can properly position yourself for that guy, right? In this case, he has a title, so the fight is not necessarily nothing crazy now. Once you have a title, champions fight champions. But most likely, if you're top ranked, you're probably looking to get him a title defense and not necessarily a unification right away. Now, I could be wrong, but we're going to see. You know what I mean? Time will tell. But I do think, like I said, experience could be his best teacher in this situation. So although he's very ambitious and he's saying what he want, I think they're going to be looking to possibly do something else. And with the thought of him getting experience in mind, I think that's a priority. You get what I'm saying? You got him a title. Now is to help him, put him in position to be able to make a run and position himself for these bigger fights, for possibly unifications and things of that nature. So just got to see. You know what I mean? All this stuff is premature. It's not necessarily just one-sided, right? You know what I mean? The other guy got to want to fight as well. And I'm not saying he don't want to fight, but you just never know. So I don't know who these guys' next opponents will be, but I doubt if it be each other. So for me, y'all, in terms of like, I seen people speaking or I heard people speaking about him not calling out Tank. I don't think he needed to do that again. Like he already made that clear. He said it. He spoke about it. If their teams made contact, then there's no need to really come out and say that again. You know what I'm saying? You're not fighting him next. It's not happening. So, you know what I mean? Just keep doing what you're doing. Terrell was good with it, fam. Maybe he's not ready. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I ain't never making that argument saying he's not ready. All I'm going to say is in order for that fight to be, I think, for people to have confidence that he really can go in there and not just compete, but have a real chance, I think the best way to make people comfortable coming to that conclusion is for him to get experience. You get what I'm saying? So, very, young in the game, young champion. But yeah, once you got that title, you got to be ready for all things. But I just don't think, I hear people saying, well, Bob won't let him do that. And I get that. I get why you would say that. But at the same token, on the other side, they might not be looking to do that either. And it has nothing to do with scary, none of that stuff. I just don't know if that been a real discussion. You know what I mean? you know, Keyshawn, ain't nobody know he was going to be here. And here he is, you know what I mean? A whole champion at 135. So it's only so much room. It's only one room for a number one slot. It's only one, you know what I mean? One slot available for that. And the only way we're going to really be able to see the best, somebody going to have to fight. You know what I mean? Somebody going to have to fight. So it's going to be interesting, man. These, you know, as Shakur get his fight out the way, as Tank get his fight out the way, it's going to be interesting to see how everything shape out. Like, you know, where Top Rank is planning to take Keyshawn next. You know what I mean? What I think you already know where Eddie Hearn and his plans is with Shakur, but you know, it's going to be interesting to see who Tank calls out and what his focus would be in terms of his next fight. So I'm just here to enjoy it, man. Just here to enjoy it. Stressed Out Boxing was good with it. I consider Anderson didn't have a major belt. To a degree, yeah, I can understand it, but this shit that'd be even crazy riskier, right? Because you let your guy that you was building, and he went and took a fight that you definitely said he shouldn't have took it. He didn't like that fight for him, but he took it, right? So my thing is, he ain't try to block it, right? He ain't getting away of it. So just never know. You never know. You know what I mean? But I'm with y'all. Like, if I had to lean toward it, I would say, nah, I don't think that's something he's trying to do. But I feel like a belt would at least be an opportunity to win another one, be unified, make some money, be some good money to make. So it'd be one of them things where it's a business decision, right? And do you want to come to the table with that guy at this current point in his career? But as well as the other side, is that a focal point for them as well? So that's why I say I don't get too, you know, high or low on what guys say they want and who they saying they want next and all that stuff, because I already know how the business goes. You know, it's easy to say who you want, but it's different when it's time to put that fight together, you know. So we gotta see. If you call them out, they're gonna just say cloud chasing again. So it ain't no need to do it. He did it already. What calling him out again gonna do? Make him say yeah this time? Nah, they just gonna say he cloud chasing some more. You know what I mean? Milazzo was good with it. He don't call him out now. They like, see, I told you he was scared of him. He ain't call him out again. Like, I'm glad. Good job, Keyshawn. Keep the focus on you. You let the world know. You made it known. Listen, I'll fight him, and that's it. That's all. You don't need to continue to drag that point across. Like, if they ask you about him, respond accordingly. But it's in terms of just like continuously saying his name, that's what we don't need him to do. We don't need him to do that. We need him to focus on exactly what's in front of him while acknowledging anytime I get the opportunity for that fight, that's what I want. Simple. And that's just it. I enjoy it, man. Him kicking ass, body shot, putting me weight to the body, man. He made Berinchyk, man, eat the canvas on 2 different occasions with body shots, bro. Very impressive. 4th round. That's how you go out there, Keyshawn. That's how you go out there and get it done, bro. That's all. That's how you go out there and get it done. Shout out to him, because it was a fun night of boxing, y'all. Fun night. If you really want to fight whoever, his kid, us, his dad, statement, I'll put the fight on. Shout out to my guy, D1. What's good with it, bro? So it's not about cloud chasing, about keeping that same energy you had while you had a fight. As soon as you don't, the energy changes. I hear that, but for me, that all they're gonna say is, yo, you cloud chasing. Nothing changes. Like, I don't think the energy changes. I think like I don't put too much into that, because it's like, can he make the fight by himself? He ain't gonna make that fight by himself. Even if he wanted it and called him out, like, what would it do? I guarantee you, everybody say, yo, he's still using Tank name. You get what I'm saying? They already said he used his name to build his fight, and it's just weird. It's boxing. Names are gonna get said. Like, I just don't understand it. So I think the shit is the same with him. I just don't. I feel like I'm glad he didn't go that route, because what is that gonna prove? You're not getting that fight next. You get me? You're gonna go out there and call him out again. They're gonna be like, oh, you cloud chasing again. You keep calling Tank name out. I'm glad he didn't say it personally. Keyshawn's the new American star. I like Keyshawn. I like what he doing, bro. I like what he doing. Keyshawn Loma and unification. If Loma even come back, I don't know if he gonna come back. GHBTV was good with it, family. Put on for the culture, man. Shout out to you, man. Keep doing your thing. We rocking with you over this way. from all the way to Jersey to Philly, man. Y'all ain't that far. Y'all the neighbors, man. But what's good with it, G? As I would like for Loma to pick up where he left off. I mean, look, I love the fights. I love to see that Loma fight any of these guys, but I think his back is a real issue. And I heard that might keep him out. You know what I mean? That might keep Loma out the mix. So I ain't tripping, man. I just wanted to make sure I gave Keyshawn his flowers because as a boxing supporter and boxing fan, I enjoyed what he did out there. He got that work done, picked his shots well, broke his man down to the body, made short work of him, won a title, and now it's on to the next. Let's see what's in store for him next. You know what I mean? But that wasn't the only fight on the card, right? But that he showed out. You know what I mean? He showed you why he was the main event. You know what I mean? It was worth all of our time. Dennis Berinchyk, he tried, but he ain't had what it takes to deal with what Keyshawn had that night. Shit was totally different. And I think he surprised him with it being physical, strong, standing up to him and just hurting him the way he did, as early as he did. I mean, I don't think Berinchyk was anticipating that kind of ass whooping. It was short and sweet, though. You know what I mean? Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Short and sweet, man. They had the other Davis brother on there, too, man. Keyshawn Davis, with his second fight, man. He went out there and handled business. I like it. Average Summer was good with it, bro. I liked it, man. I like the energy from him. Oh, for sure. For sure. Shout out to my guy. I got you. We could definitely build, for sure. They hating this weight bully narrative. Some YouTubers trying to push. Yeah, man, I'm not buying no weight bully business. Like, look, Keyshawn just went out there and did what he was supposed to do. If they thought he was big, why take the fight? You can't help being the bigger guy. You get what I'm saying? Bigger don't mean better. Bigger, that definitely don't mean better. But what we seen what we seen Friday from Keyshawn was what you want to see from a young fighter coming up. Like, you got to enjoy it. You get me? You got to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You ain't got to love him. He ain't got to be your favorite fighter in the world. But I'm just saying, as a real boxing fan, you like, yeah, that young man was cooking. He went out there and made that shit look easy. Now let's see what else he got. You get me? Let's see what else he got. Let's see who he going to make his first title defense against. That's all. You know what I mean? There's just not a lot of negatives to take away from that particular performance. When it was physical, he was physical right back. He showed that, he was the boss, and it was his fight. You get what I'm saying? It was his fight. And he showed you that. And that's just something you got to appreciate, man, like as a young fighter. Shit ain't easy to do what these dudes do, especially at this level. That's why I just got a deep appreciation for all these dudes. Win, lose, or draw, man. Even Berinchyk. Shit, that shit ain't easy. Body shots made a boy up out of him. He looked like he was having contractions down there. What's good with it, bro?
Just do what's popping. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Always good to build on this boxing.
Yes, sir. No, I don't know who cup that is. What's going on with y'all, though? How y'all feeling?
Man, all good, man. All good. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. Back in the gym, you know me.
Mm-hmm. Back to work as usual.
Yes, sir.
Did you get a chance to see any of these fights?
I got to see Keyshawn. I got to see what's that kid named Xander Zayas.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to see Vito Melnicki.
Right.
And I got to see
You catch Abdullah?
Abdullah, yeah. That's what I got. Yeah, Abdullah.
I enjoyed boxing that night, man. I enjoyed boxing this weekend. They followed up Saturday cards as well, man. But I enjoyed Keyshawn doing what he did, man. I just want to see what he do next now. He made short work out of that guy.
Yeah, he did. One plan. 1, 2, 3, y'all. What was your favorite fight, though?
Man, it's tough, right? Because he went and won a title, and the way he did it, you just gotta love it. But Abdullah Mason is man, like that dude. Man, I get it. I know why people high on him. I get it. I see it. He freakishly athletic, man. He's sharp as hell. You can see that he learned from his last outing. He's a lot more patient this trip. And it showed, man. It's crazy for me. Keyshawn just winning a title the way he did was the fight because he, it was his event, right? And he stood on business. But outside of that, it would definitely be Abdullah Mason. That dude is special.
No, for sure. I like him. I like that kid.
Right. So far, so good. Thomas Hill, what it do, man? Y'all smash the like button. We just here to build. Y'all know how we do over here. We just appreciate the boxing, man. We talk a little bit of shit too, but I just can't shit on this performance, man. That dude went out there. I ain't need to see no first round knockout. I need to see exactly what he showed me. That he's just on another level as opposed to the opposition he been in there with. So I'm ready to see what he got next, man. What direction they gonna take him.
You talking about what, Abdullah or Keyshawn?
Keyshawn, but both though, to be honest. Matter of fact, for Abdullah, speaking of both, because we gonna cook on it. We just here to talk about it. They talking about him fighting Cabrera, Giovanni Cabrera next.
Okay. Good fight.
Well, a boxer, somebody that move and ain't gonna stand right in front of him, man. Try to give him different looks. But I don't think he got enough. I don't think he's gonna have enough.
Yeah. Abdullah's a big kid too, man. Big guy.
Yeah, didn't he fight at a catchweight or something this fight, didn't he? I thought.
I ain't even checked the weights, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I see 136 and a quarter pound. So I just wonder how long he gonna stick around at 35. I mean, he is ranked though too, because he made it clear. Only ones he won't fight is his blood brothers. I love his energy, and I get it. People they don't like the shit with Corey Keyshawn, but it just is what it is. I feel like they should have targets on their back then. They both got titles. I want to see the fights. I mean, he ranked 13th in the WBO and 10th in the WBC.
Wow.
Let's see it. He making his way. He making his way. Yeah, he fought at the catchweight. I thought it was, right? Because he big, man. That's a big boy, man. I wonder how long he's going to stick around.
Okay. I don't think he's going to be around too long at 35. But it's a lot of smoke for him from 35 to 47. It's a lot of work for him.
Yeah. Either way he go, he gonna be good, man. Because he got the height, the length, the skill. He gonna be good wherever you plant his flag. But sound like he's still committed and staying at 35. So look, I ain't trying to run him out the division. I want to see whatever fight they gonna put him in. It's gonna be good. Gonna be a good one.
Feedback 4 ounce.
Yeah, so make it 135 easy. Shit, good for him because, like I said, it's a growing boy, and I know you can't stop your body from growing and shit. I just wonder how long he's gonna be there.
He probably finished this year at 35, but I don't really see it being too much longer.
Right. Yeah, he cracking. He said he should be 12 rounds. He ready. Yeah, he is. He is. That's why I say if you just pay attention to how they moving them, they not rushing them, but they keeping them active, keeping them busy, and they trying to throw different looks in there. Like the Cabrera fight, like I said, is solid, man. That's a step in the right direction. And I think that was his last time at what was this 8 rounds? I think he is moving up to in rounds. I hope so.
I champ. What's up, baby?
Yeah, he's moving up. I think he is, y'all. I think he's gonna be done with the 8 rounders. He don't need him, man. He be in shape. That dude a dog, a young dog. She asked me, yeah, man. Let's see what they got next for the young man. Vito went out there. I like Vito. I got to see him fight live before too, and he's from Jersey, so I'm definitely rocking.
I think that was a great decision going up to 160 pounds. He felt more comfortable, and you could tell he felt comfortable and he looked stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he looked good going up to 160.
All right, 100%. He got. That's what I noticed. I thought he looked a little bit naturally stronger without having to force it. You could just see the weight had a little more weight. It seemed like to his punches. He definitely looked more comfortable. It's crazy. I did not anticipate that young boy shooting up like that fast. Didn't he start at 47? I think he started down at 47. He got up there fast, man. So Vito a big kid, man.
Yeah, definitely.
that shit just came out of nowhere. He moved gliding up the weight class. I'm like, damn, I'm glad he ain't fighting against it and he going. So that's why I say the same shit with Abdullah. You young, probably can make that weight for a while because you young and you know you disciplined, but
Right.
naturally at some point it's gonna get a little harder. Yeah, man. Shout out to Vito, man. That was a good win for him, man. I like the way he boxed. He stayed poised, picked his shots, man. Good vision, control the pace.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
You know, and a matter of fact, I'm tripping. Nah, this was what was this? This was a draw. Was this the draw or a majority? This
Yeah, it was a draw.
draw. Win. I definitely thought, yeah, this is the fight that had me tripping a little bit. I thought he should have got the nod in that one, man. I definitely thought he won.
Yeah, he did it. He did enough to for sure get it, but it was an action packed fight. I think when they do that though, they do it as a threat. Like, I mean, we need you to do more. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like a small threat to the fighters. Like, yo, we need you to do more next time. The fight was too close. You know what I mean? Which it was a good fight. You know what I mean? Can't get mad at that thing.
Right. Yeah, man, I'll be saying that too because I'm pretty sure he could go back and look at some moments where he could have stepped on it. That is one thing about him. Yeah, just really stepping on it because I mean, you got the talent and skills. Just go for it, man. Trust in yourself and try to make those rounds more definitive. You know what I'm saying? You got all the tools to do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so economical with your approach sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Or conservative, should I say, at points where you could step on it a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, the other guy definitely came to fight, and he just made a good point. That's what it is, man. Sometimes you want you to do a bit more. Can't let guys hang around and expect those nods to go your way for sure. You gotta make this shit convincing.
Yeah, sure.
Make it a draw. You cut laws and sell a rematch. Look, I wouldn't be mad at that rematch. I wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah, he trained with Roy. Hell yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He came to fight though. It was a good scrap. I thought Vito looked sharp up there, man. I was like, this is a good showing.
Yeah, he looked more subtle then.
So I wonder what's next, man. Hopefully they do give him a rematch. Why not? Let him scrap it out again, man. That was a good one. It was a good solid card, man. Yeah, Vito, man. That was the only one. Nico took an L. Ali Walsh, split decision. So somebody, man. I know he got a lot of pressure on him to perform just having Ali in his name, man. I know that shit nerve-wracking because you can't get away from it. And you would never come close to that. No slight to Nico, but that shit that's some different type of shoes. And I ain't even saying you trying to fill them, but it's just that connection that every time your name is said, it's the Ali popping somebody mind, and then they actually got to go out there and watch you fight. And why I say, man, I get it as far as marketing, trying to market that part of it and push it, but just think about the flip side and the pressure, man. Like you playing them damn clips and little stories and little monologues or whatever you want to call them before you fight. Every time you got to go out there. You got Ali and everybody mind, and you got then Nico come out there. They like, man, it's just crazy. I like Nico. Man. Shout out to him. Peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Vito versus Joey Spencer. That's a good one. That's what he need instead of what he about to do, Tim Tszyu. That would be better, Roja. I like that one for both guys, man. That would be like Vito and Joey Spencer. But Joey about to fight Tim Tszyu, I heard. So shit, man, that's gonna be tough for him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but that's a good.
How you feel?
That's a good catapult move, though.
Man, all things what it do. Tim tough as hell, man. I know he done took a couple tough losses, but shit, let's see what he look like. Cause what was that? Berinchyk did him bad, man.
Yeah, real bad.
He did him filthy. He did him filthy. Shout out to Mr. Empire. He said, how did Greg Haggard do in his fight with Norman Sr.?
They gave him the decision.
Yeah, how did you feel about the fight, man? How did you feel in there?
I thought, I mean, me honestly, I thought it was a draw. You know what I mean? Thinking about it, thinking about how he was pressing the issue as far as the pressure, but at the same time, he wasn't landing a lot of shots. I was landing short shots on the inside to the block, things like that. And I think I landed the clear shots. But you know, it was to be expected a little bit, you know, fighting in his hometown.
I definitely seen it, man. Good scrap, man. Y'all put on. Shout out to y'all for even doing that. I mean, it's easy to talk, but it's totally different when you actually willing to get in there. And y'all both did it. Man. Shout out to both of y'all, man. And you know we rocking with Greg Hackett over here, heavy. And shout out to the Normans because we rock with them heavy. We rock with boxing, man. But you part of our boxing community. You actually do it, man. You come up here, drop gems with the content. So you know, even Norman Senior said it. I don't even know if you seen his post. He said he see why people rock with you the way they do.
I'm gonna say this one thing. I only came up to this one thing. Shout out my guy Jusdueboxing. Shout out to the Lord of the Smoke, the new face, the face. I'm sorry, the face of boxing. My main man G Hackett, bro. Hey, I don't care what nobody say, dog. It is hard to get in that ring like that, dog. And you got up in there, man. Y'all put on for the city, man, and you put out for the damn world to see, man. You an entertainer at heart, bro. You sold the hell out of that ish, bro. You sold the hell out, and I had it a draw too, bro. I was amazed. My man came out there with them damn Oscar De La Hoya ass, bro. He was out there. You know what I'm saying? My man, he ain't got that damn thing that you get on your knees and roll out. He was on that bad boy. Hey, but it was entertaining, man. I appreciate the effort, man. I appreciate the exclusivity too, man. And I appreciate everything you do, man, to the content space as well, bro. Shout out to you, man. I'm gonna fall back to the chat, but hey, that was good looking though. I appreciate that. Shout out Jusdueboxing, my guy.
Alright, now shout out to my brother T Hill, man. D1 coming up. What's good with the D1?
What up, G? What up, KB?
How you feeling, bro?
Fantastic, bro. I just wanted to say thanks, bro. I thought you won, G. I called the fight on my channel. The shit was the most successful live I've ever had. So shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Good shit, too. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know. He probably
I heard you.
Oh, all right. I thought it was me.
It was
my bad. I appreciate that.
Nah, I thought it was my raggedy ass Bluetooth, but shout out to you, bro. I thought you won.
Thank you.
6-0. Nasty work,
bro. They leave out the fact that you was way smaller than him too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all these people talking in comment sections and on Twitter and shit, they ain't never sparred in a gym, let alone got in a fucking ring and did the shit while a TV reporter was going. So fuck what they talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, we rocking over there.
No doubt.
Shout out to everybody. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. You know, we just got the stove on a little bit. We gonna keep cooking this boxing. D1, how you felt about this weekend of boxing, man?
That card is fire. I can't wait for the Shakur joint. That's the fight I'm looking forward to most.
Oh, you already know I'm gonna get to him because they've been pissing me off.
You already know.
They've been on my nerve, man.
No doubt.
They done bumped it up a notch, man. Them dudes, man. It's not even, it's just pops, man. What do we be on, man? We just be trying to support. We be on some other shit. Like, we talking about planting drugs in cars, sending SWAT saying they was harboring kids. I'm like, yo, dude, this man spinning fairy tales at this point. Shout out to my cousin. What's good with Ashley's corner in the building?
It's gonna be a good one, bro. The main event.
Yeah, man, that's what I want. I mean, I like Schofield. I support him, win, lose, or draw. I know he's young. He gonna come try to bring a fight, but I expect Shakur to do what he do. Hope his hands are just as good as he said they are. He finally got them joints situated. Like I told y'all, I had the little scoop. Told y'all I wasn't a 1-2 fights. That shit was 7 fights in, where he been should have went and did what he did. So hopefully that made the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to see a great fight from him. You know what I mean? I like Schofield, but this one, he got to go ahead and get him out the way because he got fish to fry. Respect him. I like the young kid.
Schofield about to start endorsing the beats by Dre because that boy Shakur about to give him the beats, and I'm a bounce on that note.
Yeah, that's what I want him to show. Like I be trying not to go over crazy, like with no predictions or nothing. But like I say, if that man just as healthy as he need to be, and we got 2-handed core in there, I expect to see some offense, and we shouldn't have to lead this fight talking about he should have let his hands go. That's gonna be real frustrating for me as a supporter of the sport and just watching him do his thing. If them hands is right, show us, because I know what you look like too. I know what you can do. So go out there and do it. You know what I mean? He young, strong, hungry. He gonna press the fight more than likely, but out of the shit we see him do, he do the same thing from fight to fight. I could see him trying to be disciplined at first, and at some point just doing what he normally do. He like to try to fight, and that's what he seen him do it, even when not even forced to. Right? He was sticking to the jab in his last fight real well. I'm like, I was impressed. He was like, staying disciplined, poised, and then, it's like Buddy put pressure or landed a shot, and there it go. It was just a fight, and I'm like, that shit just can't. That don't beat everybody. I think at the level Shakur operating at, you're gonna need to be able to match him to a degree with IQ. I don't think you're just gonna be able to physically go in there and just have your way per se, right? I don't think so.
Nah, me neither. I think it's gonna show why guys that get into that slot being a young contender, why their teams don't make this fight is because 9 times out of 10 they don't have enough experience to be barking at the guy who's already up there and got the straps. Yeah, there is a bit to worry about on Shakur's side, because if the kid just throws caution to the wind and just comes out there fucking fighting, I mean, anything could happen. But short of that,
crazy, right?
Short of the Hail Mary overhand, I don't know, man.
Breaking my laptop. Breaking the laptop, the TVs, everything. But like I said, man, these type of fights, right? You just always, you just leave no stone unturned for reasons like that. Just the unpredictability of what a young guy and his shoes going to do. How you going to approach it? Because realistically, like I say, he ain't got shit to lose, bro. That's a dangerous person in and of itself. You know what I mean? If you really processed it that way and you feel like he ain't got nothing to lose, you know what I mean? It could make things interesting as far as his approach and how the fight play out. So, I just want to see
it's easy to say you ain't got shit to lose.
Leave no doubt in that fight at all. That's what I would love to see. And I think he's more than capable of getting it done. I was going to be on him for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? I had your boy, your counterpart went out there and second fight in a row. Very impressive. Stopping shit, smoking shit, stepping on shit.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't saying it's like you got to go try to outdo him, but no, you just got to outdo you. That Artem performance, you left some meat on the bone. This one, don't do that. Be you, be exactly you, but this time just clean the bone. You get what I'm saying? When you get that 15-piece wing, clean them bones on them joints.
No doubt.
One there and show that guy, man. Show him show people too. And you do it in the way you do it, because people just seem to think that he can't deal with physicality, man. I said, Ant, made a lot of good points, man. He definitely way more physical than people realize. And that's what I think about Keyshawn that I like. He knows when and how to be physical with you and push back and control you. You know what I'm saying? And I like to see it. So
do you think that should put any pressure on Shakur Keyshawn performing? Because for me, that shit's what speaks the most. Anybody can say anything they want, especially nowadays. So when you actually go into the ring and back up the shit you're talking about, literally, you ain't got nothing more to say. Right. The shit speaks for itself. I can't imagine it don't put some sort of pressure on him. You know what I mean? Even if he don't say it or act like it,
he actually some type of way. Said, I forget the question, but it was about pressure, and he acknowledged it, and I like it because it's like being real with yourself. It's not so much pressure
being real with the fans
who you fighting. In this case, is pressure. You know what I mean? Because of the opportunity that you giving this guy that you fighting, as well as what you capable of doing, and how you don't want to look like. You want to look better than the last time. And I think that should always be the goal with fighters. You outdo you, not the next man. You let You let you being you and doing you outdo the next man. You don't go in there with you get what I'm saying, with that mentality.
Yes, I get
I have to
exactly what
outdo
you're
the
saying.
next man. It should be a you versus you. Now I gotta outdo how I did last time. You know what I'm saying? I had to do hurt to the body. If I get this guy hurt, let me try to finish him. Let me really put it on. Let me really, use both hands on his ass. Let's fight. You know what I mean? Box and be smart. Box and fight when you need.
He would have had Artem out of there if he ain't hurt his hands in that fight. He was on his way to stopping.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Senior, my guy, the Rise Podcast in the building. What's good?
Yo, I know we all jumped up here. G jumped up here. You was halfway through your show and shit. I was just literally coming up to tell G,
all good,
thanks for being a real one
all
and
good,
shit.
family. Yeah, always welcome to come build.
Oh, no doubt.
Enjoyable weekend of boxing. Like I said, I just was hearing too much. I was hearing some negative. I'm like, damn, how y'all draw negatives from this fight? Y'all don't just look at them like, yo, as a fighter, young in the game coming up, got you a title, you did it the right way. Now let's
crazy, bro.
You had a, I think impressive, 13 or so fights, even with the one that's a no contest, like, you know what I mean? That's the one where you lost maybe 2 rounds in the fight and people overreacted. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I appreciated his journey so far. I like where he at. I get it, y'all. You're going to call out Tank. It seemed hella ambitious, but they got to do that as fighters. I don't think
they got to.
saying his name with the notion that I'm trying to like piggyback off the success of him, so I'm going to bring his name up. I don't think they quite look at it that way, especially if you listen to him. So, but again, don't overdo it. You can highlight who you want to fight. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't need to keep doing it over and over and over again. Nah, let them. They ask you about them, answer it accordingly, but keep building. Keep trying to put yourself in position for the biggest fights possible. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Do exactly what you've been doing. You let it be known. Yes, I will. I'll take that fight. Yeah, I want that fight. But you got to keep winning. Just keep winning.
I like Keyshawn. He's in my favorite. He's on my favorite fighters list. Probably top 5 for sure. Like without a doubt. But me, like I pay attention to how these guys fucking move, and when they're tied up, it's rah 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 rah, and then once they're not, it's kind of how big you think the fight is, or to me, I kind of look at that a little. I wish he was keeping the rah rah, but I get it. I get the whole fucking. We got belts. Let's unify.
I'd be lying if I said I understand and get where you was coming from, because I get it. You know what I mean? The only thing I would say why I was cool with it, because I know it's gonna be like, oh, see, you can't just do this without.
I already know it.
And then the time you don't do it, you still wrong. Like I don't think nothing changes. If I said it once, saying it again. You get me?
I'm of that opinion too, because
you ain't fighting him. He fighting Lamar Roach next. Why you got? It's like
it's fucking ridiculous.
Yo, but I do. My thing is this though, right? If any given time that opportunity is there and available, you gotta seize the moment. That's when I have my biggest criticism, because if at any time you get what you want and you find a way out of it, it's not a good look. You get me? It's cool to say what you want, but it's better to go get that shit. And that's what I'm saying. And with that particular fight, it's gonna be tough to just say what you want and get it because you said you want it. Like they got to be vested in wanting to fight you, do it. And again, when it's Tank, it don't have to be just because you had the title, right? But that makes the fight not crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can't nobody be like, well, there's nothing you can say. Like, oh no, you can't complain. Once you get one of them straps, champions can fight champions. So that's all I'm saying. If at any given time it presents itself, you guys jump on it and go take it. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, don't keep bringing them up unnecessarily. Like you've said it already. You don't need to. That's where I'm at with it, and keep that in it at a different time where something else get lined up and then it started up again. Because then I'm gonna be looking at you crazy. Like, all right, man.
knock, light skin.
You get me?
Hey, bottom line, he just leave it at that.
But not for nothing though. I just appreciated the night of boxing, right? His brother did good. Keon Sharp performed well. I think he's gonna
that boy vicious.
Tall, talented, you know what I mean? Sharp.
That boy vicious. Man.
And he young, man. He ain't even fully developed in there. He's just real early in the game. So it's gonna be fun to see DB3 doing their thing, man.
That jab is fierce.
That's moving accordingly. I get it as far as the trash talk. I just think I use that shit as content and entertainment, but stand on business more importantly when you get in the ring. That's what I want to see. And please don't excessively use anybody's name because that'll frustrate anybody. Like it's ways to do it when it makes sense. You get what I'm saying? And not just unnecessary. Don't be unnecessary about it. That's all. And I like it. So let this be the start of you. Just keep winning, bro. That's what I want to see you do. B-Dog was good.
Boxing needs him, bro. Boxing needs him and Mason and all these young boys.
I don't think
we need them.
Because look, you said that. You was talking that, pardon me, D1. You was saying that when you was before you even had your fight. So it's like, yeah, it's like I don't need you to keep doing it. Like, you get me? So say it once, say it another time, and then you keep saying it, and then the fight ain't happen. It's gonna look like you get what I'm saying? Damien, what's good with it, bro?
Chasing that clout. That's what it will look like.
Yo, but just first and foremost, man, shout out to the young brother, man. He a champion. You can't take that away from him. And on top of that, man, you know, being a champion, now you got to defend that belt. So there's no more easy fights or anything like that people can say. Unfortunately, I don't mind call outs because if you remember, there was this song called Control. And on Control, somebody dropped a verse, was basically a call out to everybody, talking about I'm with smoke, let's make it happen. Make it interesting and make it meaningful and make it more to you stepping up your game. So I'm not mad at the call out. I agree with what you say. When you make the call out, you do it once. It's like a real good prayer. You do it once and you trust and you believe in that prayer will be rewarded. So for sure, I feel what you're saying, man. But he a champ now, so that means Mandos is coming. You know what I'm saying? Unifications might be in order, so it's all good for boxing. We just gotta make sure that
talk shit. At least you're a champion now. At least your shit is a little bit louder, right? Because you have
more bark to your bite,
right? You have a piece of that, a stake. You know,
I'm sorry, more bite to your bark.
So now things just get interesting, but you know, it's just become such of a negative response when you say certain guys' names. Like this is part of boxing. It should be this way. But like I said, I focus on more so what are you doing when you actually get in the ring? You know what I'm saying? And we calling for shit and looking like shit. You know what I mean? Calling for top shit, you know what I mean? Top-notch fights. And then you're going out there having struggle fest with the guys that you're getting in there with. You get what I'm saying? So
I hear what you're saying.
Better because you actually do stand on some business. It's just early right now, respectfully, man. That man didn't get to where he at being easy to deal with at all. You know what I mean? You don't win no 30 fights by luck.
No, that's real talk.
Weight classes and take those opportunities and win by luck. So
yeah, that's real talk. Hey, Josh, you watch basketball. I know you do, though. I know you're a baller. I'm a Laker fan, bro.
None of that.
I'm a Laker fan. I love all sports, bro. I watch all sports, dog. Even hockey, dog. I love tennis. Only thing I really don't watch is golf. But I love sports and I love competitive sports at that. I'm a Laker fan. I watched the Lakers play in a series against Sacramento.
I love that.
The Laker fan in me will not allow me to say, yo, I saw some shady stuff go down in one of those games where they could have went up. And possibly we went home 3-1. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the honest fan, man. When I see something, I'm gonna call it straight down the line, bro. And we have a lot of, and we've seen it even in the debate, man. We have a lot of people who ride with folks, and no matter what they hear or see, they're gonna stick to what they want to believe with their people that they ride for, bro. The fight, the sport is better when we get the fights. So I want the fights above all things. So I'm happy that brother got a fight because people say he's somebody that this fighter need to see. Then let's get it to the point where they handle their business and get in the ring. And that's all I want, man. And shout out Abdullah Mason. I love that brother, man. I love his game. I love everything about him. I love how he walk and move. I hope that he likewise benefits from the work that he puts in, but it looks like it's harder and harder to make that weight for him.
Facts, man.
What up, dog?
John
You know,
97. That was good.
I
Yeah,
agree with
I know, right? I love it. Yeah, we enjoyed it. That was a great weekend, man.
it. Was.
You know what I mean? It was fun, but yeah, it's good that you was able to get through an event where you ain't have to try to overuse somebody else's name. I thought that was refreshing. So it's always one side. On one side, I hear it like, nah, keep that same energy. No problem. No argument at all. But then on another side, it's a bit refreshing because you get tired of hearing people do that. You get what I'm saying? It's like, that's the lame way to do it. Like, don't keep on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, bro. We heard you the first time. Heard your ass the first time, bro. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Maybe I'm a content creator being greedy with that because I want him to keep the same energy.
There's nothing wrong with it, though, bro.
Mashing on the gas, bro.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it.
I like
I
Keyshawn,
just
though.
feel like it ain't switched just because you ain't call him out. It was good not to do it. Let your moment be yours. Like sometimes that should do more harm than good, right? In that situation, I don't think you needed to, right? Rolled out, showed out, like, you know what I mean, or showed out and rolled out. But you know, from this point forward, like I said, just continue to you know, make it clear. Like, don't switch up anything you say. When asked, you get that same response. You answer that call. You get me? Say that same shit, but keep winning because I know that's what you need, bro. That's the most important. Keep winning, keep winning there, putting them wins together. Get your
the hardest thing
your brothers on the cars with you, which is dope. They all making a good push. I like Keon, man. Sharp, that jab like a piston, bro. That joint, man, he get you drunk. That's the type of jab you do not need hitting you repeatedly over and over and over again.
I missed his fight.
Drunk with the jab and then put you out. PGH big dog, what it do? Vic coming to NSU Spartans, and we got DB3 in the scope. Yeah, shout out to Mike Vic, man. They showing up for the youngin too. I think it's big, man. It's dope. He building. Just want to keep that up. Keep the momentum. Keep staying focused. That's what he was talking about in the video he put on his channel. You know what I mean? Just staying locked in and trying to get, you know, more belts, be a part of more good shows and events, man. And he been doing it the right way. Just want to keep seeing them bills, see how far this shit'll go. And at any given time, you get that fight that you've been asking about, then you got to go get it. You know what I mean? Go take it.
Where you think his next fight will be in Virginia? Because if it is, I might pop out to that joint. I want to see the scope.
And Abdullah Mason, bro, he just beat dude up and stopped Buddy that went 12 with Rolly.
Yo, that's a statement.
12, was it the 12 round or 10?
That's a statement, bro. Stopping Rolly or stopping the dude Rolly couldn't. I don't care what none of these goofies in the comments or any of these social media apps say. I know Rolly's punching.
Yeah.
Like you can hear the fucking punches when they hit somebody. You just know when a guy's cracking. Rolly cracking. Abdullah cracking. He got that God touch. Heavy hands, bro. It don't matter. He literally will knock people out with half a punches, bro.
I'm telling you, he's sharp as shit.
He's special.
Bro.
He's special. I need to see him in 12.
Appetite for smoke is real, and he got one.
Facts, bro.
And they keeping him active, and they talking about putting him in there with Giovanni Cabrera. It just continue to look good. He gonna continue to build. Think it's a good, different look, good style to, you know, put in front of him to see how he'll handle somebody that's gonna be, you know, trying to give him different looks and moving. I think he'll be just fine. I'm enjoying boxing. That's all I'm trying.
Is he headlining?
This shit was enjoyable.
Is he headlining? Is he headlining his own card in Cleveland? That would be fire because that's right up the street for me too. I'd pop out to that.
Definitely.
That's a cheap, easy fight to go to too. Tickets won't be that bad. Right down the street.
Man, he's sharp as hell, bro. Patient. You can tell he learned from his last fight. And it's dope to see that he learned without being tentative and timid, right? He's still him, but just with more patience at it, which makes him like a more calculated killer. Just makes him all the more dangerous, bro. I enjoy watching him handle business, bro.
Me too.
Dragon, not only when Shakur wins, but Shakur gonna put a beating on old buddy. I'm telling you, man. By the way, your boy Rude Exposure, he's out there taking all comers. He got $100 on All
CJ didn't
takers.
take that bet.
Yeah.
He didn't take that bet.
Shout out to my guy Rude Exposure. Yeah, man.
Shout out
Anybody
to Rude.
that take my boy up on that $100 bet, you got $100 bet that Schofield getting stopped.
Oh, I thought CJ was
The
about
bet
that
will be
life.
there all the way up until fight night. Y'all gotta get y'all bet in.
Oh yeah, shout out if anybody will be up in the New York area for the Tank Davis fight. Man, we got a meet and greet that's gonna pop off the Friday night before over at the Rustic Cafe. You guys more than welcome to show up, show out. Man, we got prizes at the door. We even got some prizes that's gonna be specially given out to folks who answer some questions and things like that nature. Man, we gonna have some people there that's gonna be good people, such as my main man D1, my main man Jusdu. I'm trying to get the day off so I could smooth Marv up there. So we want to see you guys out there. I'm all the way in California, dog, but I'm gonna drive. If I come, I'm driving.
Take them up on the bet. It's gonna be here. It's still an open bet.
I thought CJ Rich was taking that bet, dog.
He said it, man. He said
was
it.
up here 2 days in a row,
Be here all the way up into the fight. So y'all got up into the fight night still.
Shout out to Rude standing on some shit.
Boxing talk. He said he's standing on all comers. He said, he got a messed up hand. That boy ain't got no pop. He got what he call him? He called him pillow hands. He said he pillow-handed and all.
17-year-old now. That's the new thing. That his grip strength.
So he said
for his grip
boxing
strength.
Talk.
Yeah, I misspoke. It wasn't 100 bands. It was $100. I meant to say bucks, bro. Sometimes I'll be talking. It's just come out, bro. I apologize.
Boxing Talk. It's real easy to type down there. But if you were really about that action, what you're typing, you would send $100 and say, Rude Exposure, you're on. But you're not doing that.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to say bands.
Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. We ain't done. We still gonna cook because I got.
Yeah, Shakur said he's betting that Shakur is gonna stop him. He said he's taking all bets that you guys say he won't stop. He won't stop the kid. He's betting. He's saying Shakur is gonna stop him.
I got 5 bands on the kid Austin knockout.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take that. Jay coming up here now.
I'm trying to come up.
What? Shit. You put that 5 G's with the bookie, you come up about fucking
40 racks.
That's an 8100. He said all you gotta do is send it in. He said he already got his. He taking all comers. Anybody who want to bet, he's saying Shakur gonna stop the young buck. Not just beat him.
I think Shakur could stop him. I think, especially considering the fact that this is his second round 12 fight and he gassed out in his last fight. I could see it possibly being. I could see him taking him in the deep waters and stopping him.
With it, fam? How you feeling?
Well, because a stoppage.
They took that clip. Matter of fact, they took that clip, man, from so long ago. And I just be liking to have fun with them. I'll be laughing because they be pissed off, bro. They really selling those.
What's good, y'all? It's Shakur Stevenson, 3-division world champion, current WBC world champion, former Olympic silver medalist, future legend in the making, and I am Snack Strong.
What is that?
Hey, Snack Strong, baby. You sure you want to put your money down? That's Snack Strong. Well, we know what Snack do.
Strong, you know what I'm saying?
Got the snack pack. He got the snack pack.
Ready,
got them Scooby snacks.
I'll be laughing because it'd be funny as hell. I'll be trying to tell y'all, bro. You gotta. I guess I don't expect everybody to know, but you gotta separate the guys that
like Ant said, the big homie tour. The big homie tour.
Like, didn't that sound like a drop?
That is a drop.
What kind of shirt he had on? Come on, man. We gotta smarten up, bro.
Bro,
that's not new. You get what I'm saying? Boots, same deal.
You seen the Shakur interviews today?
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Did you see the Shakur interviews today? I thought I seen a little weight coming off of him. Like, I thought I could see the start of the weight cut on his face, bro. I hope this shit ain't.
I got the little interview that he had did with Dougie Fisher. I'm gonna get into in a minute where he was talking, but
I thought I seen the eyes starting to.
The one you sent it to me. where he was talking about, and I think they admitted lying about the stuff that they was talking about. They was just trolling, trying to get in his head or something.
Yeah,
I ain't get into all of it, but I could have swore he admitted to it.
Auntie Scopeman capping just.
The son, I think, was saying the Radio Raheem, and the one I think
Since we being honest,
was like lying or something, trolling. I was like, bro, like I keep saying he worried. Like, I don't think that's the case. They like, yo, he got all the Floyd, this one, that one. I'm like, bro, what the hell are what why do people think so silly like that? Do y'all ever ask yourself why do they show up?
Because, bro, their brain is not capable of thinking.
That's a better question. Like, do you
on
think
a higher level than a fifth grader?
They like, bro, they believe in him. That's all. That's all that is, bro.
Believe in who?
What's he supposed to say? Nah, Floyd, don't come watch me train today. Nah, Floyd, I'm over here. I can't be seen with you because they're gonna say.
Same time too. They was all in the gym. They just putting in some work. That's what you want to see.
That's all it is, bro.
I want to see you. Don't leave no stone unturned. Like cross every.
Hell yeah.
I don't.
But I think it's just coming across to people like he needs them for support. So they like, why he need every legend in the last 2 decades in camp with him?
When you connect it, man, when people rock with you, man, they'll show up for you. I think I don't look at it nothing deeper than that. Yeah, they probably give them some little ear shot here or there, say this, say that. But I don't think nobody's sitting around, whole fight like, yeah, man, we gotta make sure.
Like, yo, get Floyd on the phone. I can't fuck with Kid Austin. We need some pointers in this bitch.
They're like, bro,
somebody call Floyd. Like,
man,
come on, man.
Floyd, man, come on, Ray.
I'll tell you one thing, bro. You can't be mad at somebody who want to soak up knowledge like that. That dude want to soak up knowledge, and
you gotta be to have access to them guys and never utilize it. You'll be a fool. Because I would be the wrong guy if I'm in boxing. I got you got just to pick their brains is what I'm saying. And man, you was good with it, bro. Just too much knowledge coming from all three of them.
Dub that. How special you gotta be that people like that want to be around you. Yeah. They just don't go up to any old Joe Schmo and be like, hey, yo, bro, we rock with you, dog.
Yeah,
so I mean,
had Sugar Ray pop up on him. That was just a dope just to see it. And what you think? Stayed there the whole training camp. Yeah, Sugar Ray training tank. He worried, man. He worried for Lamar. He had to bring Sugar Ray in. Like, you see how silly it sounds?
Sugar Ray was my mom's favorite fighter, bro. I couldn't stand Sugar Ray.
It's just, and Sugar Ray was one of the people that I heard spoke highly of Tank like way back years ago. And I remember one of the things he had said too, as far as knockouts, he was the one that said he don't remember the last time he could remember a guy getting like knockouts in the gym like that, the headgear, big ass gloves. He was saying how different he is way back years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the things he brought up. So you gotta think some people just rock with you. That's a good thing, man. You want to see that boxing continues. You want to see like the boxers of yesteryear paying it forward to a degree, if you want to call it that, right? Giving game.
No, that's paying it forward.
Yeah, pour back into the sport and pour back into the fighters. Yeah, for sure. That's real right there.
Like, I just think people just have such a negative outlook on everything. Like, I look at shit good, the positive.
I'm a Capricorn fan.
Get that game, man. Pick their brain a bit.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man.
I ain't even noticed.
Oh, that's my man, Aunt McQueen. Oh man, my man, the ubiquitous and loquacious one is up here.
You put it together. Shout out to Aunt McQueen, man. But yeah, man. This weekend was enjoyable, man. Sent from Abdullah to Keyshawn to Keon, Xander out there and put hands on Buddy. He get graded pretty toughly, man. But I like Xander, man. I do. He went out there and had Buddy fight night, man. I thought it was solid win.
He did.
I mean, I thought it was a good win. Jared Anderson looked like he was bored.
Jared Anderson looked like he a punching bag.
I don't know what that was.
That's called heart. That's called you're not in it. You can't play this shit. He went out there playing this shit. And then you look average against an average dude, bro.
Who heard me saying Jared Anderson was food? Did I ever say that over here?
Yeah, I already know you said that.
I mean, he treats it like a job. It's
James,
a job,
what
no more, no less.
Said these boxers old and the new no tank is special.
Yeah, but
yeah, man.
To me, you gotta want to be employee of the month to succeed at this job.
But let me ask you guys this: do you think that Jared Anderson did that because he was
Vic?
like headlining the prelim card and not on the big card? He went from headlining his own card to headlining the prelim, or do
Hell
you think
no.
it's
He just not into it.
Yeah, I thought Xander looked good. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. Like just seeing the body language and the facial expressions, it was like, I didn't want to overthink it, but I was like, dude, even I think he had a moment in the corner, and his corner man said, Prentice Brewer, he said something to him. He was like, I got you, Bill. We here now, like something like
fucking get it into gear, bro.
Yo, snap
we
out
here
of
now. I don't want it to go 10. He said, well, shit, we here now.
Oh yeah.
We in it now.
But not even that, man. When you in a sport where people die up in this Mickey freaking, you over there playing around.
Ain't no question.
Yeah, he just looked a little disinterested. I hated to see that. I'm gonna still, that's as far as I'll take it now. But if I see that again, the writing on the wall. Like you can't do that. You can't.
No.
I don't know if you was mad with the placement of the fight, like where you was, what I'm saying, put that in terms of on the card. I don't know what it was. I don't want to over analyze it, but it was something, man, because you was just like, you could be doing something better almost, right? Like you got a whole body in front of you.
That's gonna stop his money.
Yeah. Blaze was good with it. Yeah, he did.
And that's like, bro, I don't know why they put him that far down on the prelims. I felt like it was kind of a slap in his face. Like, hold up. It's like I talk about all the time on my show. Boxing is chutes and ladders. It don't fucking matter who you are. You lose, you go back to the beginning. You go back to the start. Now it's time to work your way back up. But I thought even for me thinking that, I thought Jared Anderson shouldn't have been the first fucking card on no prelim. Like what were they doing? He should have been on the main card. It would have probably helped sell tickets. I know they didn't need no help because it was Keyshawn's show. I just didn't see any reason for him being way down there like that.
It's tough.
Yeah,
like
Puerto Rican and the Dominican.
Holy shit. Holy a damn tree in the ring, bro.
Bacoli, the baddest man on planet Earth. So.
Man.
Bacoli former 2.0.
There's a reason y'all don't know who he is.
You only get what your hand called for.
No, that's a fact.
I get it, LaMarcus.
In that last show.
Sure.
Yeah, but Martin Bacoli, to me, like the heavyweights drive boxing, so they say, but I think times are changing. But anyways, Bacoli, I think is the baddest man on planet Earth right now. I think he'll beat any heavyweight. That punch is no joke. There's a reason we don't know who he is. The only fight he lost, he had a torn ligament in his shoulder mid-fight. Like Bacoli will touch you in the head, you're going out. Man, that was a loss.
Later in the fight, though, I rewatched that fight. Michael Hunter was putting hands on him.
Yeah, but
like we talk about the way we talk about that fight, like, oh, he just tore his arm and that was it. Like, nah, he was healthy throughout the majority of the fight. Michael Hunter was putting hands on him even when he was healthy. I get that it was a stoppage because of the what's the name, but
when you can't punch as hard as you can,
because of some sparring stories and all that other stuff. I think he's good, but I don't know if I would go as far as say like baddest man on the planet.
10-ounce gloves, he's knocking people out, guaranteed. And we'll see when he gets in bigger fights, though. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times.
No, I think he's good, but I'm like, I don't know about all that other
shit
stuff.
right now.
What did y'all think about his physique?
I got Bacoli.
The shape.
Yo, he looked like he was huge in that ring. Looked like he wasn't training at all.
Better shape in the
past.
That's
what I'm saying.
Like my man James said, he looked disinterested. He didn't look like he wanted to be there, bro. And it showed. And the thing about that is, man, if you in there for the money, you effing up your money, bro, because ain't nobody gonna put a big baby on the card. They was looking for big baby, not a big baby.
Nope, not like that.
Yeah.
You got to show and prove. You got to show somebody. You got to make somebody fight because you didn't make nobody.
You doing the computer boogaloo, bro. Your shit breaking up, G.
Well, I mean, I think it depends on what else he has going on outside of boxing, like where he's putting his money, because he might be doing a Junior Bridgman situation. Like Junior Bridgman is one of the wealthiest NBA players of all time, but this dude was never on the All-Star team. He was a reserve type dude. He just made smart investments.
Yep.
And if Jared Anderson, if he's taking his money that he's making from boxing, he may not have to box too much longer. You got a couple of guys that are doing pretty good for themselves outside of boxing, and they're not the biggest names like J-Rock, from my understanding. He does some good investing. Hell, Tevin Farmer's done pretty good with his investments.
You take a couple $100,000 and turn it into a lifetime of money.
Saying?
Any
So,
man on the planet can do that.
Who the hell knows? Jared Anderson might be in a similar position where he's managing his money well, and he's saying that boxing is not the end all be all for him. Like, it's not his whole life. So a guy that's got that mindset, I wouldn't be surprised if he were taking the money he was getting and doing some good things with it.
Rentals, man. It's the smartest thing a man could do with a whole bunch of money. Go back to your neighborhood and buy 5 of them dilapidated houses, fix them shits up, and rent them out.
I just hope he's doing the right stuff with his money.
Yeah, me too.
And hopefully he stay disciplined and hungry enough to really like get the bag that, where he could kind of walk away and say, yeah, you know what, I'm good. I ain't tripping, but I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see you because that could go really bad for you.
It can go left real bad, real quick.
The guys
can do that, bro.
Hey,
and we root, and I root for him. So it's like, damn, I don't want to see you go out like that.
Yep.
Is it safe to say that Abdullah is no longer a prospect?
Yes, sir. That's why I got in the title. Abdullah Mason, no prospect. I think it is safe to say, man. I do personally. I just think
I do too, talent wise, but I gotta see a 10-rounder and a 12-rounder.
Put him in there with Cabrera next, which I think is a 10-round. Didn't he say he was done with the 8-rounders?
I think it was 10.
I think this was 10 too. I think it's all been.
This was 8. This was 8.
Oh, this was 8.
Yeah, I don't know why Top Rank be doing that shit, but they do it more than anybody.
Yeah.
But I think none of his fights go into the 10th round or the 12th round. None of that.
Going there anyway,
I just
right?
need to see it labeled that. You know what I mean? I guess I'm a traditionalist when it comes to that.
And that's the thing.
You gotta at least be in one.
That's the thing. How many boxers in that weight, right? Do we really think that can really push him to go that 12 rounds?
Yeah, there's only 3 or 4.
It's not
probably the 4 champs.
It's not a bunch of them, man.
No, he's knocking shit
really
out.
Not a bunch of them, because that's just like the same way. That's just like the same way I say about how it's and it's all about how they push him, right? Because they say, okay, Loma did so many amateur fights, blah blah blah. He came in on a fast track. Man, truth be told, brother, I think anybody can be if your skill is good enough, anybody can be put on a fast track.
Facts, bro. Facts.
It don't have to be. It don't have to be. Well, I got to run you 4 rounds. I got to run you 6 rounds. What's the difference? They fighting. They fighting fights. They fighting fights. The only way you gonna know if you can make it to 12 is if you put me in there for 12.
Yep. But maybe I'm looking at it from the aspect that I know teams are involved and teams don't do shit for no reason. They're moving him along.
It's politics.
The way they need to. Or they think they need to. I don't think he needs it. I think that kid, his feet are spectacular. His vision, his punch placement, his ring IQ, his positioning, everything. He is literally 9 out of 10 in every fucking category.
Got them eyes, man. Vision.
Yep.
Man.
Right.
That vision is something fierce, and he sees the target and places the punch to it. He's fantastic. He's one of the brightest lights I've seen in boxing my entire life. I've never seen him. Tank are probably the only 2 guys I've seen this early in their career showing the upside. They're showing Keyshawn as well. I'll put Keyshawn in there too. I would love to see him against, like, for me, the guy he just faced. That's plenty. Throw him in, get him a title shot, get him an interim, something. Just put him in there for a 12-rounder. I'm not saying he's gonna go that whole 12, probably only go 4 or 6 or 8 like they fucking put him in now, but I gotta see it. You know what I mean? I gotta see it.
And even got that built.
I think he's the man. I think he's next.
Even looking at Berinchyk, right? And not taking nothing away from Berinchyk, right? But what have we really seen him do up to Keyshawn Johnson?
Nothing. We seen him go life and death with Navarrete, but see, that was a matchmaker flaw there. They're like, you know what? We're gonna push Navarrete up to 35, have him beat up on this Ukrainian, get his third division title. That's where the matchmakers finally get one wrong, where it turns into a sloppy fight and Navarrete bit off a little bit more than he could chew.
Facts. And
So
that's why I come to this channel. See, that's why I come to this channel, man, because on this channel, right, I'm gonna get non-biased information, right? And more so, even if people do come over here and look for the biasness, right? The way that man, you got one of the best shows, brother, on YouTube, and it's strictly because of the unbiasedness, right? You always put aside the fan majority or the fan rule of what the fan thinks, because in the bottom the bottom of this is none of us can get in that ring and fight for them fighters. Them fighters got to fight for themselves, right? So everybody sitting back saying, "Oh, he's scared of this or he's scared of that." Man, hey, listen. The bottom line, every fighter that gets in that ring has a fear of loss. It ain't a fighter. It ain't a fighter in this world. Man, Mike Tyson was one of the best fighters in this world. And preferably, man, sometimes Mike looked like he was gonna kill somebody. Him himself even said he was afraid. He was afraid every fight that he went in there and fought. So for people to say that fighters are afraid to fight one another, man, I don't think that nobody choose to get into the fight game, right?
Shout out to JB.
Is mentally scared. But every fighter in the back of their mind, a competitor at least, doesn't want to lose.
Well, it's what you do with the fear. It's the fight or flight, bro.
Exactly.
Most people are wired to flee from the fear.
Exactly.
From the fight. Fighters are the guys who go to the fight. It's your fight or flight. When Mike said he was scared, I don't think he was like genuinely scared of the other man. I think it's more of a nervous. That's when your fight or flight kicks in.
Right.
And he chose to go to the smoke.
Right.
So I get what you're saying though.
Right. Y'all smash that like button. Jay said everybody got biased. I think
everybody got biased.
And people usually call me biased. How I know it be bullshit. Because it's only when they don't agree. Is that doesn't prove bias, right? I feel like me just calling shit as I feel like I see it and not trying to put spin on it, make up my own facts. You get what I'm saying?
And your own interpretations.
Mistake what bias really mean. You know what I'm saying? I just give the sport its credit, its proper credit. Like, think about it, man. You got people dissing what the hell Keyshawn did. It's hard to look at that fight and just like, oh, he ain't do nothing. Like, he handle business. Now on to the next. I get it. Berinchyk ain't the biggest name and the best guy, but that was a legit fighter. He handled it's not just who he beat, it's how he made it look as well. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make that shit look like he struggled. He didn't have a tough night. He went up out of there clean, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of that is Tank fans like trying to like reason or lash back out for all the casuals saying Tank ain't fought nobody or who has he fought. So now they're trying to give that same energy to Keyshawn. But if you're a real boxing guy and you really know boxing, you know that's a bunch of bullshit. Berinchyk is a good opponent as any.
It ain't just Keyshawn, Tank fans. It's Devin fans too, because ever since that boy stepped in the ring, they've been.
You're 100% right. It's Devin too. It's Devin fans too.
I think it's people that's not truly fans of the sport as a whole.
Right.
Like you can't how you miss good performances and try to nitpick shit that wasn't there. That man handled all types of business. He stood on it. Stepped on Berinchyk, yo. Broke his ass down to the body. That shit was impressive, bro.
I say that in particular because of one thing. What or who has my man Abdullah stepped on or called or did something wrong to for him to get the hate that he's starting to get now? He becomes a threat. And now that he's a threat to your favorite fighter, he's now hype. He's over. Yeah. So, I see. And it like I said, it even carried over into the outside the boxing ring, man. It be in the chat. People be doing this stuff.
The eyes, one thing about the eyes is the eyes don't lie, man. Now, sometimes sometimes
Facts.
some people's eyes can be tricked, right? Some people's eyes can be tricked, and the matchmaking thing is one of those ways in which you can trick the eyes, right? But when you really sit down and you watch these fighters, man, you really know in your heart of heart, you can see who's that. You can tell from the placement. You can tell from the decision making. You feel what I'm
Yo,
saying?
KB, I'll be right back, bro.
For sure.
I gotta duck out for a second.
Aside from sometimes some fighters slip up, get hit with stuff that they ain't supposed to get hit with. But you can really see who's really stepping on who. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can watch these fights, man, and you can tell, man.
We
People can say what they want to say.
Yeah, we just don't have enough appreciation for like the maturation process that has to take place, like the grooming and molding process. Like we too stuck on
Facts.
saying people ain't fighting nobody, when in reality
Facts.
they're fighting the guys that they're supposed to be fighting. Some of these dudes are being moved a certain way, but they invested in these dudes. You go and move them a
Yep.
certain way. You go and build
Yep.
them. You go put certain
Yep.
looks in front of them at certain times. This is how boxing go. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like somebody, like I said, with Keyshawn, you just got to appreciate that the very small sample size with the 13 fights. He's been sharp for the better part of those fights. You know what I'm saying? Not
Young
losing
man, exceptional
rounds,
fighter.
not struggling in these fights. You like it.
He's an exceptional
I
fighter,
mean,
bro.
it's only up for him. He just got to stay locked in, stay working, man, and keep doing exactly what you've been doing. TD Sports Talk, what it do, my guy? Yeah, man. And Mason, same deal with him. I think he be spinning the block soon. I forgot the date that they was throwing out there, but Giovanni Cabrera is a cool step in the right direction. Different look. I think they stepping up in rounds, even though I don't think that fight goes the distance, but it's a good look for him. They building the right way. He number 13 in the WBO and number 10 in the WBC. He made that clear, and I double checked him. That's exactly where they got him ranked at. So he making his way. You know what I'm saying? He said the only person he won't fight is brothers. Blood brothers. That's it.
I wish we could go ahead and get a tournament at that 135 though. Because
man.
I swear, man, it keeps shaping up. It keeps shaping up like all these everybody that got these belts. They not gonna fight each other, man. We need to see.
I hope
we need to see the best fight the best.
I hope that.
I swear, brother. I hope it don't you.
We deserve boxing. We deserve these fights, man.
Right,
I mean, they're right there. Right there, bro.
Right.
For the making. So I'm rooting for all these dudes to keep winning so they run into each other. You know what I mean? As confident as they need to be when they make these fights. We need to see them. All of them, preferably ours. Listen, I'll be realistic. At least these fights that we talk about, at least at 35, there's at least 2 out of all the stuff we talk about. There's at least 2 that need to happen for sure. For sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's see how it shape out. Like I know the shit ain't gonna be next, but it's good to see these dudes all getting their fights out the way because I want to see what's next for all of them. Keyshawn on to his next, whoever that's gonna be. I could see them. Wouldn't even be surprised if I ain't gonna say he's gonna get another homecoming, but I could see them getting them some type of title defense or something. You know what I mean? I know people thinking unification, but who knows? I could be wrong, but I could see a title defense before unification. We'll see though. Haters who wanted to call him, man, building his own name. Yeah, I like the way. I like he just got to keep doing it. Right, what he doing? That's doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's doing it the right way. Shout out to my guy. I appreciate the love, homie. Always supporting the grind. Shout out to you. Yeah, man, but solid night, man. They all represented Top Rank, put on a good card. And outside of that, we had Catterall and Barboza fought. That was a cool fight. I thought they was gonna give it to Catterall. I did.
Yeah, how did everybody like that fight?
Catterall and Barboza, I thought it was cool. Like it was kind of what I expected in terms of a boxing match, because that's just what those guys do. Catterall just not the busiest guy. He was getting outworked to me. I thought they were still gonna give it to him. I don't know why. I had this feeling they were gonna give him the fight, but they didn't. So he didn't get the fight, and Barboza did win. So let's see if I heard the WBO. Did they say, was it the WBO? Because that's supposed to be for the intern. think they said the WBO was going to order the winner of that fight for Tio to fight the winner of that fight. So let's see how all of this stuff shape out. But I don't think it was a bad performance. Jack Catterall, to me, just too economical with his approach, I think. And caught up to him. Barboza was busy boxing, and he do just enough, right? He don't overexert himself. We got a pretty good gas tank out there. Took a good shot because he got sat down, but it was a good fight. I wasn't mad at it at all. And the fact that he got the nod, I respected it because the right man won, in my opinion. And it sucks for Jack Catterall because, because
he actually beat
over Josh Taylor. And
because he beat Josh Taylor.
It'll kind of evade you after that point. You get duped in one situation, and now imagine how hard it's going to be to get to where you're trying to get to. He'll never be able to fight for them belts like that again. That shit is crazy. So that opportunity was taken from him back then. But it was a good fight, man. Oscar Duarte and Miguel Madueno was an entertaining scrap. That was a crash out fight. They was slugging in there. They was going to war. And,
but honestly, with Catterall, there's still fights out there for him that can get him right back in the mix of things, man. Because there's so many talented folks that don't hold belts that you can make fights with just to, jockey and get your position. So I feel bad because of the thing that happened the first time with Taylor, but he's a good fighter and he can get back in the ring and reclaim a spot to get another
I thought they were
shot.
going to take it from him too. I thought they were going to take it from Barboza. I'm glad he got the win. And yeah, man, Duarte knocked out. First one to knock out Miguel Madueno. Keyshawn put the beats on him, but Duarte went in there and crashed out on him successfully. He went out there and crashed out successfully. You know what I'm saying? Or his ass got that stoppage, man. That was an entertaining offensive scrap right there. It wasn't too much defense they was worried about. Them dudes was trying to knock each other's heads off. And it was entertaining all the way up into the stoppage. But shout out to what's his name? Oscar Duarte. He went out there and did the thing. Rohan Polanco had a good win this weekend too. Another one. First fight at 47. They scrapped Tiger fight because his guy couldn't make the weight. He apologized for it, said his body wouldn't let him get the weight off. So they scrapped his fight. Rohan Polanco looked good this weekend, y'all. He got a knockout. He just punched through his guy, man. Impressive stuff, man. We had a really good weekend of boxing, man. We really did. I enjoyed it. Man. A lot of good action. And let's see what's next. But we're going to get into these. I got a couple clips I got to get into, y'all, that we got to get into. Y'all smash the like button for me. We're going to keep rolling, doing what we do. Tio might vacate that belt. He don't want Barboza for some reason. Yeah, I don't get it. It's weird. Let's see what he do, because he'll really be ruining his career, in my opinion, if he does that. It'll be foolish because you turn down a Matias fight. It was talks about you fighting Hitchens. If you don't secure that fight, and then, you don't fight a Barboza and end up vacating your title, it'll be a mess. That'll be very stupid. You know what I mean? It'll be stupid of him.
My damn phone's tripping.
Nah, it's all good. So that's why Regis had that big injury. Nah, yeah, he legit. I know somebody that know Regis. He legit hurt. I know somebody that know personally.
You were spot on with Jack Catterall, man.
Bruce Guys was good with it.
Bro, I feel the same way watching Jack Catterall. It's frustrating because you can see.
Fogum, yeah. There's Fogum. Yeah, Bruce Guys. Shout out to the OG. You right. Fire boy, you and killing the shout out to Damon, man. That's my guy. That's the professor right there. And we ain't done, y'all. We're gonna get the boxing. I just wanted to highlight, this past weekend, because again, another successful weekend of boxing. Those are the weekends I live for as a boxing fan. Boxing on Friday, where those fights delivered. Keyshawn, a new champion was born. You get what I'm saying? Just a lot to like about what he's doing with DB3 over there with Bomac. Special to see them winning over there. Keyshawn Davis, got to meet him in person. He's sharp. He on his way. tall, long guy, got some good power, picking shots well. They got some real talent over there they working with, man. I support the brothers. I hear people kind of trashing them a little bit. I don't see why. I get it. Everybody ain't going to be the best, but they're all winning right now. And I think the young one is really talented as well. I think, Calvin has some rough performances, but he's still finding ways to win. So I respect all them dudes. And I like how they building. So let's see how, let's see what's next for them, man. I want to continue to see them winning. Being put in position, like seeing the brothers fight on the same cars and stuff like that. That shit dope. That shit is dope. I like it. I know a couple of brothers that they mad at right now. They tired of them. Tired of my boy. Where's that? We gonna get to this though, man.
2 Cents said Keon is the real Fundora. I like the way Keon fights, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a cool customer in there. Like, he don't give up his height, but if the guy can encroach, he definitely can, throw them short, little compact shots.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't fight small, though. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was saying, I agree with what you were saying about Jack.
My bad.
No, it's all good. No, I was just saying.
Kevin Davis will be back.
The
3-8 on
dude
Pro
can
Box.
box, but he feels he's a little conservative.
Jack, you talking about Jack?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you was just spot on with that assessment. It's like he can box real well. He's just too damn conservative. It don't seem like he'll ever make the fight. He's always waiting for like the perfect counter. Like, bro, if you don't,
he'll land him, but you'll get outworked in the process.
Exactly. It's like if you don't shoot your jab a little bit more, something, mix it up a tad bit more. I'm not saying you gotta abandon the counter punching style because he's damn good at it. Like you said, he's very proficient with the counter punching. But he's just so reliant on it that he'll get outworked. And I like what you said about Barbosa, too. Because I felt the same way about this performance and his last one. The one before the Zapata performance, I wasn't really too crazy about that performance from him. But the last two, he's just been sticking to the script, staying disciplined, and just doing whatever he has to do to get the job done. He's doing just enough, nothing more or less. He's been really, really impressive in that regard. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta know when the fights is close and the rounds are close and you need to do a little bit more. It gotta be like a sense of urgency. I hate to not see that with the fighters. I hate to see it.
But that's what you see. That's what you see from Barbosa. It's like he's not gonna do anything too crazy where he's gonna hang himself out to dry and get countered with something crazy. But also, when he needs to throw a few more punches, he's gonna throw a few more punches.
Right.
But he seemed like he's just having the right balance. You know what I'm saying, between being offensive and being responsible. And another thing that you said that was spot on too, and it falls in line with what Tank was saying in that interview with Lil Yachty as far as like the division being up and down. I don't think he articulated it well, but I understood his point. He alluded to what you were just speaking on, which is timing. So Jack Catterall, when he beats when he beats what's my man's name? Josh Taylor. He doesn't get the nod initially. They spin the block, they get the rematch, but then by the time he beats him, he's not the champion anymore. So it's like he should have been champion because he got a raw deal the first time around, but then when he rematched him, he was no longer champion. Timing is everything as far as the belts are concerned. You know what I mean? Like, look at Berinchyk. Like, Berinchyk got his belt against a guy who's coming up from 130, no disrespect. And, it was a sloppy affair. But it was for a vacant title. He didn't beat the WBO, the former WBO champion, to get it. He got it in vacant fashion. And then now Keyshawn is right there at the right time. Now, remember, Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson, that was initially supposed to be the play. If Navarrete beats Berinchyk and Shakur resigns to Top Rank, now there's a good chance that now you got Shakur Stevenson with a WBO and a WBC title.
Right.
But timing plays out the way it plays out. So Shakur leaving also opens up a door, or an avenue, I should say, for Keyshawn to become the champion.
Right. Shit worked out for the better in the long run, at least. You know what I mean? What it does is not just for the individual fighters per se, but for boxing. It allows other fights to happen. A champion, you know what I'm saying? Pursue a title.
1,000%.
Make things interesting, right? So I just like it. That's why I said I like what they building. Tyrant know how to move you and get you there, man. I believe Corey won a title in his 13th fight too, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, against what was that? Joette Gonzalez, I believe it was.
Yep.
I mean, shout out to TD Sports Talk, my guy, man. Appreciate the support. Jusdueboxing this past Friday night was a great night. Atmosphere was great. The stars were out too, man. I love boxing this weekend, man. I thoroughly enjoyed just watching it, man. It was just a lot to like and not a lot to complain about. Not nights like that, you love them, man. Weekends like that, you love them. Napoleon was good with it. Yeah, right. You said Barboza was snap. Guess they made him a good boxer instead of a big puncher. Talk to him, man. I'm telling you that snack stuff is crazy, bro. Snack stuff got people just saying any old thing, man. I'm telling you. Boxing expert Duarte was stopped recording. Barboza schools him at 140. Okay, yeah, that's what he on. Okay, let me keep going. We gonna keep building. Teach was good with it. Teach.
Oh, yo, what's going on? Man, I just gotta say, in the Keyshawn fight that Friday night, I mean, I kind of expected a more competitive fight, but and I say that because me and Ant, we watched tape highlight on Berinchyk. So I mean, I expected it to be a more competitive fight, but Keyshawn, he stayed composed, he picked the shots well, and like secured a clear win in my opinion. Well, not in my opinion, he did it. I think the size difference also played a role. I mean, having like to watch Berinchyks highlights, like I understood his strategy. We saw it like he wanted to pretty much get inside, use his angles, work, jump in, jump out like he usually does. We saw that in the Yijit comparison. But Keyshawn, man, like he was too physically strong for the guy. I mean, that played a huge part in it too. It made it look like Berinchyk didn't belong in there, so which deserves respect. And I think 135 pretty much is stacked right now with the current champions. So I think we have some strong champions in place at 135.
Right, I agree. It's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be allowed to unify or who gonna attempt to unify first. I'm just here for it. I'm here for the good fights that could come out of this too. Just want to see it. Whoever want to fight and whatever fight get made. Like I can't control what fights get made. I wish we had that control, but right now we do. At the top, we got some strong champions for sure. I'm just hopeful that guys are able to pursue unifications and mix it up, or something got to shake though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
For it. Gotta make them fight. Shout out to TD Sports on Snack. Kevin House, what it do? Yeah, they be making a lot of noise about this snack stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Yeah, but Denny's, I did think he was gonna get stopped rather late. I was anticipating a later stoppage, but Keyshawn had other plans. He knew very early to go to his body, and I liked it. Stabbing at his body, you know what I mean? A little hooks to the body, he just broke him down quick, fast, and in a hurry, man. It was beautiful work. Cuddy was good, fam.
I like that he was level-headed.
Way better competition face Corey Keyshawn. Man, y'all just be saying anything. Barboza is at 40. Duarte got a couple fights removed from being knocked out. Look, he's strong and all that, but I don't see him beating the top guys with that approach. Like, you might get lucky, you might not. Who knows? It's boxing, but we'll see. I like what I've seen from. I like how he went out there and handled business, but all balls to the wall. Like, everybody ain't gonna be there for that kind of fight. they just went at it. So he outlasted this guy. Look, good fight for him, man. Barboza did his thing. He's a good boxer, but yeah, I don't know. We'll revisit that when dudes actually get to 40. But in the meantime, they handle business right where they at. Duarte and Madueno, was that fight at 40 or 35?
40.
I believe it's at 40. That was Madueno's first fight at 42. And then also, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I secretly had some questions about the durability of Madueno going into that fight. Because although he didn't get stopped by Keyshawn, man, he took a hell of a lot of clean shots in that fight.
Nice.
And then sometimes having a good chin like that, man, it could be a curse. A lot of those guys that typically take punches and they come forward and they brawl, it seems like the fall off is very, very steep. Like Ricardo Mayorga comes to mind. It's like once he started getting knocked out, it was a wrap. Like everybody was knocking him out after that. And generally, that's how it is with them guys. They don't really age well, man. Like guys like Madueno, like you take a good punch, it's like that's cool, but you know that tough guy shit got limits to it.
I hope Madueno had a full camp for this. Like, this was like short minute. Maybe he didn't have a full camp.
Duarte can fight. Madueno was in camp. Madueno was already in camp for another fight.
Duarte is the trouble indeed. Like the only person who stopped him was Ryan, and Ryan got in like a clean, fast punch. Other than that, I mean, Dude is a dog. Like he's beating everybody else.
He got pretty good
knocked his wisdom tooth out too.
Pretty
crazy.
Pretty damn good beard, bro.
Yeah.
And you could arguably say that he was beating Ryan too. Like Ryan
was beating Ryan.
Crazy.
I guess the top guys, I can't really see him hanging with them guys because they just too sharp. Maybe if he continues to refine his technique with Robert Garcia, he could potentially make some type of noise. But at the top level, I just don't see it happening because he's just too damn loose. Like every time he throws a right hand, his feet are parallel.
Which one of them top guys got power like Ryan to stop him? Because he was coming. He was coming to beat Ryan's ass and was going to keep coming. These guys at the top that ain't got no power, Duarte is a serious problem. That pressure is no joke. It don't matter how sharp they are. If they ain't got shit to keep him off of them, it's going to be a long night, bro.
I like
catch him in between his shots. Catch him in between his shots. Before he fought Ryan, who the hell was he fighting? D'Angelo Keys?
No, I hear you. But I'm just saying, bro, I don't put as much stock into these pure boxers, these guys that are just boxing and that's all they do is box. I lean more towards the fighter every time. I'll admit I'm biased towards it. So
at the same token, though, if you look at Duarte, you could say all he do is fight.
No, I know.
I think if we talk about because I see somebody mention Shakur, I just cut this shit. Duarte ain't beating no Shakur because he's strong.
Hell no.
He don't need way more than that shit. And although I seen what he did there, that's dangerous for people that can't get out the way. You know what I mean? People pressure do bust pipes, but look, they make entertaining fights, and I ain't saying it'd be easy for them, but I just don't.
And that's what I'm saying too. Like I'm not saying Duarte beats any of these guys.
Not you.
Don't get that twisted. No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, I need to see what these guys are going to do when the heat is cranked all the way up. I want to see how long they can keep form and keep that jab and keep boxing, bro. Yeah. Because that's what breaks that shit. The pressure fighter breaks the pure boxer. Almost a lot of times.
Yeah, but when those guys are on the same level, D1, I agree with you. But I feel like those guys, like a guy like Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn Davis, I feel like, or even Richard Hitchens, I feel like those guys are a level above Duarte's pay grade.
I don't know. I think Duarte might get Richardson.
I don't think so.
I'm just saying.
The pressure fighters, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I like pressure fighters.
No, it's not even that.
Some type of tact. You gotta have some type of technique. Like not all pressure fighters are made equal.
Exactly. Elite pressure fighters are different.
Right.
Yeah, but he's
the little things.
I don't even know if he's like a good pressure fighter. Like I think he's okay.
No, he's good. He's good.
Nah, I can't give him that. Because once again, it's like prior to the fight that he had with Ryan, I watched damn near every one of his fights.
He just beat what's his name, Akhmedov, but he got beat a couple times. Kenny Sims beat him too. I hear you. I'm not saying he's no David Benavidez, but I'd like to see him fight Richardson. That's one fight that I would love to see. Let's see what Richardson's really about.
If they could position themselves, because they make entertaining fights, style clashes, right?
No, they do.
Boxer
They do.
against the pressure fighter. Usually
See,
make entertaining fight.
I like the boxer puncher that will sit down and fight with you for 2 or 3 rounds out of this 12-round boxing match. I like to see those guys against the pressure fighter, because that's the boxer puncher beats the pressure fighter. The pressure fighter beats the pure boxer. It's the carousel of boxing styles. But every now and then, an elite boxer, pure boxer, will beat the brakes off of a fucking elite pressure fighter. That's what makes it intriguing, though. I want to see those kind of matchups. I don't know. Only matchup
that right there is the distinction, though. D1
boxer versus boxer.
It's the elite part. It's the elite
That
part.
is.
Like Oscar Duarte, in my personal opinion, is not an elite pressure fighter. Like he don't. The man don't change levels. He ain't fainting.
Yeah,
he don't
he's not
necessarily
an
cut
elite.
the ring off
You're right.
well. His form is like shoddy as hell. He's just strong and determined. And I think that to deal with the guys at the top of the division, the guys who box, I think you got to be more than just strong and determined.
Yeah. You gotta have tricks in the bag.
You gotta have something. You gotta be able to frame, pale. You gotta have like little tricks. Like he just.
Now that you say that,
cutting the ring off.
He ain't got too many tricks though. He's just determined. You're right. You're right. But it still don't change the fact I want to see him fight. So
I enjoy watching him fight. I was saying the other day when we had the meeting, like it's a CTE special. And Madueno is a dude who's just like he's not too elusive, he's not too evasive. If you've seen this fight with like Steve Claggett, it played out pretty similarly. He's gonna just keep coming forward. He ain't gonna really work behind his jab consistently. It's just he's there to do the same thing as Duarte, but Duarte is just a little bit stronger.
Damon Wester, how much am I tripping when I seen Lemos give Richardson all he can handle, like every fucking bit of it, and then I watch Keyshawn smoke that same Lemos in 2 rounds? How much am I really tripping? How good is Richardson Hitchens?
Precious. Yeah.
It's unknown. I mean, I'll give him credit for the Haro fight, but
that was a damn good fight. Pressure fight.
Gotta show me, bro.
Front door straight into the shotty.
I might as well be from fucking Missouri. You got to show me.
Panic under pressure. You know, they get pressure.
Yes.
Fold get caught. You know what I mean?
Yep. Other guys don't.
Entertaining scrap sometimes. You know, when you see that style, a lot of times you see them styles match up.
Yeah, and the last style matchup I want to see is pure boxer versus pure boxer. I know everybody got their own cup of tea. That ain't for me. Not me. Straight. Fuck around, be sleeping by the third with my remote, man. Snoring and shit.
I just have to say this to Ant, man. Like Ant, I really like Keon, man.
I do.
I like him too, man. I like the way he fights. He's sharp, man.
He's another one that'll fucking fight. Like the Davis brothers are about that life. They'll fight, they'll box, they can do any of it. Both of them can. I'm not so sure about the oldest brother, but the youngest and the middle one kind of reminds me of Tommy Hearns, bro. Like I mean,
I like Keon, man. Tall, long.
If he had a little bit better hook,
long jab.
Right there, bro.
Yeah. You can see the potential for sure.
You can, bro. You can see it. It's a mile long, bro.
Yes. What my man about to say? He looked like he about to talk his talk.
Oh yeah. We definitely gonna get to this. We're gonna get to that Schofield clip too, because they just been running them up. Let's get to it.
Really?
Only person I run.
Oh, you're gonna punish him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
spank him. Okay.
It's only one way to find out.
Exactly.
And we gotta get in the ring with each other.
I think eventually you and Tank are really gonna capture the imagination, not just America.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. And just before we started the show, I was asking you about your trainer, because most of the top elite level boxers in the sport, fight fans know exactly who trains them.
Yeah.
In many cases, the trainer is just as famous as the fighter. But in your case, when I think about you, I'm like, who trains him again? I had to ask your cousin, who trains him? He said, well, his grandfather, Wally Moses. Can you tell us about your grandfather? And correct me if I'm wrong. He started you out in boxing.
Yeah, my grandfather actually the reason why I am where I'm at today. My grandfather took me to the gym when I was 5 years old, and truthfully, like I think all the credit really deserves to go to him because of the fact that since a kid, he been the only person I feel as though believes in me wholeheartedly, 100% through any situation, and I appreciate him a lot, and I'm glad that through this journey and till this day, my grandfather's right on the side of me, and we working, and it ain't about the credit, it's about putting in the work. So I appreciate him for that.
He took you to the gym because he saw something in you? Were you just a hyper kid and he wanted you to blow off some steam in a boxing gym? Or did he have a boxing background and he's saying, I want to teach my grandson the art of boxing?
Actually, when I was 5, he used to he used to play baseball, but it was like a minor league kind of baseball. It wasn't like worldwide, but he took me to a lot of his baseball games. But I used to always see him leave the house all the time and go places, and I used to like really be wondering where he was going. And then when we went to the baseball game, he kind of brought 3 of his fighters with him and introduced me to them. And when he introduced me to them, I felt like it was just so cool that they were boxers.
Right.
And they knew how to like protect themselves and they knew how to fight. So the next day I asked him, can I go to the gym? And he took me to the gym, and it was just, the love of my life ever since.
So your grandfather was an athlete, but did he train fighters or did he know fighters? Did he know boxers?
Nah, he was a fighter.
Oh, he was a boxer too?
Nah, he wasn't a boxer.
Oh,
he was a fighter.
Okay. That helps sometimes, especially minor league baseball. It gets kind of crazy.
Nah, my grandfather got like a background of fighting, and he used to do a lot of martial arts and stuff like that. So yeah,
like martial arts before the UFC, I got you.
He was a fighter though.
Okay, so he was a fighter he would go to the gym and hone his craft as
no. At that time, he was a coach.
Oh, okay.
At that time, during that time, but I was speaking like before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before your time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So your earliest memory of him, he was training fighters.
Yes.
This is in Newark.
Yeah,
Newark, New Jersey.
Yes, Newark, New Jersey.
So do you remember the name of the gym? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember the name of the gym.
Is it still around?
I don't know if it's still around, but it's First Class Boxing Gym.
First Class.
Like I know the boxing gym. I know the owner of the gym. His name was Mr. Shabazz.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice little gym too.
Yeah. So there was some kind of mystique that these individuals that he introduced to you had, and you wanted to learn more.
It just was so cool that they knew how to fight. It's like I'm one of those dudes. Like during that time, I was a kid, so knowing how to fight was like the biggest thing in your school.
Yeah,
it's like you got to go to school every day, and like, okay, let me learn how to fight.
Yeah, Newark's a tough area too,
for sure.
How long did it take you being in the gym to sort of get bit by the boxing bug to where it's like, I really want to do this. I don't just want to learn how to throw a jab, and I want to spar. I want to have amateur bouts. How long did that take?
First day.
Get out of here.
First day. As soon as I walked in, like when you walk in the gym, I remember walking in and you see like people in the ring sparring, you see people jumping rope, you see somebody over there hitting a bag. And I just wanted to get involved. I thought it was like the coolest thing in the world. So honestly, that day kind of like changed my life.
Like a lightning bolt moment.
Yeah, it was like,
this is it.
Yeah.
I know what I want to do. I know who I am, right?
Yeah, I was naturally talented too. So like as soon as I started, I kind of seen everybody else and I picked up quick.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, were you a quick student?
Yeah, I pick up so quick. Even to this day, like my learning curve is kind of fast.
So how soon before you're like you're excelling as an amateur?
Stupid.
Actually, I was talented as like a young kid, but I didn't used to work super hard. So
maybe it was too easy. Like,
I had to lose.
Sometimes that happens, yeah.
I had to lose to understand, like, okay, I want to be the best. But I remember, like, being 8 years old, I probably lost, like, 5-6 fights in a row. But I was so talented. Like I knew I was better than the guys that was beating me.
Right.
But honestly, they had to been working harder because they would not get tired, and I'll be the person getting tired. And I'll come out, dominate the first round, then lose the second and third.
I see.
But after that, it was kind of like a lightning bug. Lightning bug hit my brain, and it kind of told me like you need to work hard. So I went in, grinded harder, put in work, and then nationals, regionals, everything just became so easy.
When did you win like the open national championships?
First time, I want to say I was 15.
Okay.
For like, I was 15 when I won my like first USA boxing national. Okay. I won other nationals, but I ain't really look at them like the biggest national. So, but I was 15 when I won my first USA boxing nationals.
And when did you start to compete internationally? Like leave the country?
When I was 15.
Oh, wow. So
yeah,
from national champion to being on like the U.S. team.
Interesting.
Yeah, but actually I had won one national, and then the next one I had lost. So I was the number 2 guy going overseas international. The number 1 guy, he didn't have his passport, so he couldn't go.
Yeah.
But I remember my first trip overseas was to Russia, and everybody was number 1s, and this is how I knew like, okay, I can be the best. I can really be better than everybody else.
Yeah.
But all of the number 1 guys lost. They were all older than me. I was the youngest on the team. Right. I was the number 2 fighter in the country. So I wasn't really supposed to even be with the number 1s.
Right. There weren't a lot of expectations for you.
Yeah, like my expectations was very low.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody lost, and I'm the only one that won.
Really?
Only person that won.
So that's got to tell you something. Like you travel to Russia, obviously has a storied amateur program, and you win there, and it lets you know, okay, I could maybe. Does that tell you that you have the potential to be world class as a professional if you want to turn pro? And did you know at 15 that you wanted to turn pro?
Not at that moment. Okay. Not at that moment. That moment, it just told me I should never lose another national. You got all of these guys.
Right.
Mind you, it's and I wasn't even 15. I gotta recollect my memory, but I was actually 14.
Jeez.
So all of the guys on the team was 15 and 16.
Yeah.
From my memory, I remember like knowing like I better not lose in the nationals ever again.
Right.
Because if these guys go over here and lose in Russia,
yeah,
and I win, it's like I'm the best. So after that, it kind of
that raised your own expectations for yourself.
My confidence level boosted, and from there on, I just couldn't stop winning.
That's what I notice most about you when I watch you fight as a professional, is you just have this confidence about you. Like, I can't lose. I can't lose a round.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that you haven't ever lost a round, but it's like you bring that energy and it affects your opponents.
Yeah, dude.
They just lose it.
Mentally.
Step in there with it, it's like, oh, I can't beat this guy.
Yes.
And you haven't really done that much to them yet. I mean, you're controlling them. You're keeping them at the end of your jab, and you're making them miss. But it's not like you're beating the hell out of them. Not yet.
Yeah.
It comes later. But like from the onset, from the opening bell, I see it like they just like, oh, tonight is not my night. Not against him. I mean, do you feel that? Is that something that like?
Yeah, I kind of like I said, I got a lot of experience. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm 27 now. 22 years in the game.
It all counts. Yeah.
In my brain,
all those years in the gym, that counts just as much as your amateur box counts, not just the
in my brain. Experience. In my brain, when there's somebody across from me, I don't think they had the same kind of experience I got. So my confidence level already is at an all-time high.
Right.
No matter how much they grinded, no matter how bad they want it.
Sure, and they all want it bad.
Yeah. When they're in front of you, they gotta do a job, but the job is not easy.
Right. So let's fast forward. I should mention you had Olympic success, silver medal 2016.
Yes.
And I'm sure that was a great experience.
Nah, it was horrible.
It was horrible? Yeah. Well, I'll say this from the U.S. boxing industry, and I remember sitting with a bunch of boxing industry guys, managers and promoters. It was in Texas before a Canelo Alvarez fight, before he fought an English fighter, Liam Smith. And we were all talking about, well, who's going to be the next, who's going to be the next star in boxing? And your name came up.
Yeah.
And it was because you were an Olympian.
Yeah.
And you were you were shopping around. I think you were shopping around and like your management and promotion, and so there was all this speculation. Where's Shakur gonna go? Where's he gonna?
When I say it was a horrible experience, I don't mean like it's the Olympics. You gotta like it. It comes with the territory.
Mm-hmm.
But it was horrible for me just because of the fact that I wanted to win so bad.
Of course.
And my dreams, I kind of gave everything to becoming an Olympic gold medalist.
Right.
And then you come up short. 2-1 split decision to the Cuban Olympic gold medalist from the previous Olympics.
Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't that good of an experience, but I'm glad that it happened.
Why?
Because it kind of made me a lot stronger, made me work harder, made me become even better. I think that if I won a gold medal, I think I would have got more complacent and been comfortable.
It's real.
Yeah. A gold medal does not guarantee success. As a pro,
for sure.
You still got to stay hungry.
Yep.
So here we are. You've won world titles at featherweight, junior lightweight, and lightweight. And I'll say this: as a junior lightweight, like you were untouchable. I think those back-to-back victories against Jamel Herring and then Oscar Valdez.
Yes.
You stopped Herring and absolutely dominated Valdez. I thought he was gonna quit, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
He's got heart. But your performance in those back-to-back bouts, which made you a unified champion, and you also won the Vacant Ring Magazine 130-pound title. I thought like people were comparing you to Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Yeah.
And I normally do not like those kind of comparisons.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
But I was like, okay, I can see it
with
this guy. It's not the same style. Shakur is a southpaw, but I see it's the ring IQ. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're talking about the talent and the intelligence. And it just seemed like you had all the momentum in the world, and then you outgrew the division, and then the move to lightweight, where kudos, you win the WBC title at 135 pounds. Yeah. But the performer, you had hand problems. There was obviously issues with the Edwin De Los Santos, but it seemed like just like overnight the boxing world was just like down on Shakur.
Yeah, for sure.
And I did not chime in at all. I'm just looking at X, and I'm looking at these accounts of these are like famous rappers and stuff that got podcasts. I didn't even know they had podcasts, and I'm like, y'all are going back and forth, and I'm like, whoa, I'm just that's behind you.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, what was that experience like? Like,
honestly, like,
Oh shit! Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all smash the like button. Appreciate y'all rocking out, listening to this. He got to some more current, up-to-date questions for him. I just like to hear people be, genuine with their questions and stuff like that. Being goofballs. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I forgot I had paused it and it stopped. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Back to it. GP, my guy, was good with it, bro. How you feeling?
Rappers and stuff that got podcasts. I didn't even know they had podcasts, and I'm like, y'all are going back and forth, and I'm like, whoa, I'm just that's behind you.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, what was that experience like? Like,
honestly, like, I throughout my journey, I kind of been who I am. Like, I been a person to where it's like, you gotta respect me, or I don't like you. You feel me? Like, and if you say something disrespectful about me, I'm going to like reply and say something disrespectful about you. Or if you speaking out of turn, you speaking out of turn. So, as I grew older, who I am didn't change, and I don't have like no filter just because you're like a famous rapper, or just because you're no disrespect to Jay-Z. I'm gonna use him like as an example.
Sure, yeah.
If it's Jay-Z and he come out and say, "Oh, Shakur need to da-da-da," like, bro,
right? What do you?
I'm going to say Jay-Z. What are you talking about? Like, you can't talk to me because your field is rapping.
Exactly.
Your field is not boxing. So
Right.
truthfully,
Ace was good, bro.
that
You feeling?
throughout this experience, it comes with the territory.
Again, shout out to my guy Ace and Giselle supporting the grind always, man. Much love to my guy. Much love to my guy.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to you, bro. Much love. Always supporting the grind.
Sorry, people gonna talk.
Did you have like people telling you don't respond?
Yes, you have 100 people telling you don't say nothing or don't. Oh, they making you look stupid. Oh, they clowning you. It doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, I'm a man of principle.
Right.
So my principle is respect me, and I'm gonna respect you. Disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you. So,
right.
Honestly, it comes with the territory. It's cool that it happened. Now everybody can stay where they at.
Oh.
And as I evolve and get better, bigger, stronger, stay where you at. I mean, this is not my first time dealing with adversity. This is my first time dealing with adversity on this level.
Yeah.
But just how you were saying, Shakur was on top of the world at 130 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that I had a fight with Jeremiah Nakatani.
Right.
And the world turned their back on me then. They said, he's the most boring fighter. I never seen somebody more boring than him. Oh my God, Tim Bradley crucified me on the air. And now, right after that, I get to fight Jamel Herring. Right after that, I get to fight Oscar Valdez, the big fights. And I show up. So I've been here before. This is not nothing new to me. I'm glad that it's all happening the way it's happening, and I appreciate it.
Right. Let's talk about the future. You're at the top of the lightweight division, along with another popular American fighter, Gervonta Tank Davis. There's a legendary fighter out there who's getting old, and I've seen some interviews where you say, "Hey, this guy needs to retire." Vasily Lomachenko. The three of you really are at the top. By the way, I agree with you. I respect Lomachenko, but if you're not going to fight, if you don't know, if you really still want to do it, go.
Yes.
If you feel the fire again a year from now, come back to the sport.
Yes.
Get out of the way so,
for sure.
Especially the young guns can get it on. How realistic is that? Do you think it could happen, you versus Gervonta Tank Davis? Because in my mind, you were the two best.
Question.
I'm gonna answer the well, you ain't asked, but I'm gonna still say I'm gonna speak on the Lomachenko part first.
Yeah, please do.
With Lomachenko, my only issue where it became like a bigger issue for me was the fact that he went and got a belt.
Right.
He went and grabbed the belt.
IBF belt.
Yeah, so when you grab a belt
and
you hold the title, you just in a way.
Right.
You don't want to fight nobody. You don't want
to. You're taking it off the table.
Yes.
Else.
Yeah. So we're like, what are you doing? And that was my issue with it all. But respect to him.
No, I know you do. Listen. Just a quick story. Before he fought Jorge Linares.
Yeah.
With his first fight at lightweight, I went to visit him in Oxnard, and I watched him spar and train and everything. Yeah. And his people were talking about him sparring with you to get ready for Rigondeaux.
Yep.
Yeah, and you were young.
Yeah, I was a kid.
You were right out of the Olympics.
Yep.
They had the greatest things to say about you. Yeah. And nothing but respect back then. I'm like, oh my God, okay.
Yeah, I respect them too.
Yeah,
Lomachenko is a hell of a fighter. And I appreciate him for that experience.
Sure.
Me being young and me doing like 12 rounds with him before.
Get out of here.
It was kind of like
he was sharp for Rigo.
Yeah, it was a great experience. So I appreciate him. But hopefully one day we can line it up, and if not, I hope he retire as a legend.
Yeah.
But your second question, what was the second question again?
Is it realistic? Politics as it is. Sometimes I wonder about Davis if he still wants to do it.
Honestly, I think anything can happen. I think what Turkey is doing for boxing is amazing. He's making the best fight the best. He's making the biggest fights possible, the biggest fights available. If that fight can't happen, I think somebody got to be scared.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
You've stated on the record you want it.
Yes, for sure. And he goes out there and he disses me all the time and speak bad about my name. So it's like if you feel the way that you feel about me, oh, I'm not this and I didn't do nothing for the sport of boxing as you like stated, then fight me.
Right.
Why you can't go fight
and make some money?
Exactly. Why
Put me in my place and make some money while you're at it, if you can. Right.
Exactly. But why go fight all of these guys that haven't done nothing for the sport of boxing, haven't accomplished the things that I accomplished?
Don't have your stature either.
And you go out there and then say, oh, he didn't do nothing. What have he done for the sport of boxing? But you're not fighting me, you'll fight somebody else.
Right.
So fight me.
Right.
You think that fight would capture the imagination of boxing fans, particularly American fans?
I think that fight capture the imagination of the world. I think that's the biggest fight in the world.
I think casual.
See, like
you would be fine fighting him in the U.S.
Everybody show up.
Yeah, anywhere,
Riyadh or
anywhere. At the end of the day,
London.
I know what it is. Like I know, even though he tried to diss me and talk down on me all the time, I'm not that guy. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna tell the truth and speak my piece. But I think he's a tremendous fighter. I think his boxing ability is insane. I think his boxing IQ, feet work, power, the way he sets up shots. I love his boxing style.
Yeah.
Do I think he could beat me? No. Right. Do I think that he's on my level? No. I think that I'm way better than him. But it's only one way to find out.
Exactly.
And we got to get in the ring with each other.
If it can't happen this year, if Tank decides, I'm going to retire for a while, or I'm just going to fight whoever I want to fight. Who's out there for you that you think can excite the public? There's an undefeated Mexican fighter, William Zepeda. Do you ever look at 140 pounds and see what's available there? And
I mean, I'll be willing to go to like 140 for the right fight.
For the right fight.
I'm a 35 pounder right now, though.
Okay.
Like I'm comfortable at 35.
No problem making that weight.
No, it's easy. So this is my weight class.
Yeah,
truthfully,
you should take over this division.
I am.
Seriously.
I am. Trust me. But
so what about Zepeda?
I would love to fight Zepeda, but it seems like he's so scared. Like this is
I'm starting to wonder. It's
excuse after excuse after excuse, and it's like, do y'all really want the opportunity? I never seen a guy be my mandatory challenger, and he's not screaming my name.
Right.
Why am I the champion, and I'm the guy that's chasing after the mandatory challenger?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. I never even seen that before.
It's not supposed to be that way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the number one guy. Yo, I want to fight this guy.
And he's the destroyer, supposedly. He's the pressure fighter, 100 punches around and all that. He should say, oh, my style.
Yeah.
My style can overwhelm his style.
Yeah,
but he should have that confidence.
He should have that confidence, but do he?
I want to see it. I do want to see that fight. I do, because I just think it'll excite Mexican fans and American fans.
Yeah, but I think it'll be a lot of belt that night.
What was that?
A lot of belt. I'm taking off my belt that night.
Oh. No, you're gonna punish him.
Yeah, I'm gonna spank
him. Okay, I'm sorry. You were saying belt. I'm thinking like, wait, the title won't be on the line. Okay, all right, yeah. I gotcha. Well, listen, I think at least one of these fights are going to happen in 2025.
Yeah.
And I think eventually you and Tank are really going to capture the imagination of not just American fans, but boxing fans worldwide. I want to thank you for spending this time and sharing with us.
Yeah, appreciate you too. Thank you.
Man, shout out to Coach, shout out to Dougie Fisher. That was cool, man. I know he said some stuff people gonna flip out about. As far as the Turkey, I think he gave his take on Turkey, but I don't think he made it as if Turkey has to make the fight. I mean, let's see why he would even throw that out there, though, because that's the side he on, and he actively working with him. So, of course, he'll lobby for a fight being made, but I don't think that's the deal breaker at the end of the day, and it shouldn't be. He shouldn't have to be involved for a fight like that to be made at all. I think at this point, there's been enough back and forth posturing, duck talk, all that stuff on either side. I just hope for boxing that when it's all said and done, they're able to come together sooner than later. You know what I mean? Like Remo said, within 2 fights or so, yeah. I hear y'all talking to Kid Austin. You get past him, Zepeda. That's cool. But at the end of the day, they did mention Tank as well. And I just think that's the fight for him. Like, win, lose, or draw, I'm past that. I just want to see the fight. You know what I mean? And I hope that they both want the fight as much is we want it for him, right? You know what I mean? You hear what Shakur say, Tank be flip flopping, but it sounds like more so it being frustration than anything, right? I don't really pay that shit no mind. Like he's just gonna talk shit. It's boxing, right? But I think it's getting to a point where people really truly gonna really demand the fight because it ain't nowhere for them to go. Especially he go beat Lamont Roach, Shakur beat Kid Austin. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna continue to be the fight that needs to be made between them. It's the number 1 and number 2 guy. You know what I mean? And you just want to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what boxing need. You know what I mean? And nothing else matter more than that fight to me. So they got business, obviously, that they taking care of. Course this weekend, and Tank shortly after, 1st of March. So they get their fights out of the way. It's gonna be interesting to see who Tank call out and what's next for dudes, man. So sit back and enjoy the ride, man. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Yeah, I don't care for the turkey being involved in the fight either. I just think it ain't like it. I didn't hear him put it that way, but you inserting it when you did was interesting. But yeah,
turkey. That fight to me should be fight to me should be Tank's way. He's the A side. I personally want it to be on Amazon Prime so that there's no excuses after Shakur wins. That's what it is with me.
Just want to see the damn fight. You know what I'm saying? And it needs to be made shit it's for boxing at the end of the day, man. Shout out to both of them, but I just hope no politics, no egos, no size, no none of that getting away. Let them men eat. Let them go in there and prove who number 1. And that's it. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is, bro. Like no fight matter more at the weight class than them two. Just get it on.
Not a single one of them.
I don't care about who getting knocked out. Okay, so like I said, I'll be here to cry with y'all on YouTube if that was to happen. It's cool. Y'all know I'm gonna laugh about everything, bro, because I just enjoy the sport more so than win or loss. Like I know that shit is part of boxing, man. And I know when you make enough of the fights that need to be made, the chances of guys losing go up, and that's okay. Losing should be regular. You know what I'm saying? Thief for the win. What's good with it, bro? Losing should be regular. We shouldn't be tripping about that. That's why the fights need to be made with like consistency, so people get accustomed to not only seeing guys lose that you didn't think would lose, but then supporting them after that. You get what I'm saying? And letting boxing grow like that. It's crazy, but top guys losing in boxing need to happen more often. I'm sorry, it do. More of them need to mix it up, and we need to see losses because of it, because it forces people to have to truly support the sport after the loss, bro.
Their favorite football team loses 3 times a fucking year.
So, my Cowboys got ran out the stadium this year. So, you know what I'm saying?
At the top level, the chances of losses, like you just said, increase exponentially.
Yeah, you get me?
Like it goes to a whole nother level. So boxing it's only boxing that people care so much about losing. Like, I mean, I get it in one aspect, but then another aspect I don't, bro. Because at the top level, most of these fights should be 50-50 fights, and that means anybody can lose.
Right.
Just
that's
depends who shows up.
Make it normal. Make losing normal. Make 50-50 fights normal. Like that's shit. That's what happens in them type of fights. Somebody gotta lose, bro. And we need to make that regular so people can stop overreacting and we could really get behind the sport as a whole, man, and be happy that we get in these fights. Because that's what happened when you putting yourself out there against the absolute best, putting it on the line against those really risky fights, man. Like, do that shit, man. I need to see it. I need to see it, man. I do. Yeah, he said I got to cook you up. Yeah, shout out to my guy Reef. You already know, man. Cowboy Nation, dope mess with Texas. What it do? But yeah, man, make that shit regular, man. Make losing regular again in boxing, because it is very normal to lose, especially against quality opposition, man. You see this shit more than you realize, man. I don't think nobody tripping about Morrell losing to Benavidez. You get what I'm saying? Like, because they're fights that need to be made, and that's how it should be. You get what I'm saying? When it's really a fight that need to be made, the hell, yeah, we could argue all day and talk shit. I told you so. Eat some crow. That's all cool. That's part of the game. But what's more important? We got the damn fight. Get me? Boxing is so much better. Boxing is better off than Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fought, in my opinion. I always said that. I stand by it. I know the result was tough to watch on Earl's part, but still, man, he living life. He happy. He good. I guarantee you, if he could do it all over, he'd do it again. You know what I mean? I don't feel bad. Nah, man. I would just love to see him bounce back. But my point being is those type of fights need to happen. Nobody trips out. Like, overall, you hear some ignorance, but still in all, that man gonna have a fan base, right? He step back in the ring, the people gonna be behind him, and that shit just need to be a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? I need to see these dudes fight. It's cool, Corey. You can sit there, you can say however you feel. You speak like a fighter. You're supposed to think you better than him. You're supposed to think he ain't on your level. But you know to a degree it gotta be, because you said his boxing sales insane. You said insane. You used the word insane. And I love the honesty there, bro. Nah, don't slight the opposition, bro. Prepare for that monster that he is. Prepare for the footwork that you feel like he got, the power that you think he got, his boxing skill, the way he set up punches. Yes, acknowledge all of that shit that you know he can do, because you'll sound like a hater if you said something else. So I'm glad that you say that. You know what I mean? Salute to him for being real about it. And you supposed to, no fighter is going to ever say anything different than what he said. Nah, yeah, he could beat me. I think it's a chance. Like, hell nah, you halfway beaten if you feeling like that. Shout out to my dog, big dog, really, man. Bill Haney said on X in 1990, both Madonna and Whoopi Goldberg asked him on a date, but he declined to smash both rappers Salt and Pepper and MC like X.
Shout out to Big Dog, bro.
Shout out to 40 Mil Bill. Got a little pimp in
the Terrence and Canelo
Young
fight.
Beast, what it do? So yeah, man, that was a cool little sit down with Dougie Fisher. Shout out to him. But yeah, that fight, you know, he said it don't happen, somebody's scared. Now let's hope it does happen. I don't think neither one of y'all scared. I know that was something he said, but when you really sit there and think about it, ain't nobody scared to fight. You know what I mean? That's not a matter of being scared. Y'all got to get on the same accord, and you got to come to the table. You got to be willing to come to the table with that man. You already know the A side, so it's going to be some shit you're going to have to deal with. But that's just part of the game. It's no different than what anybody else had to deal with. I mean, he got the leverage, and that's cool, but the fight still has to be the fight. None of that shit matters when you get in the ring. You know what I mean? You're gonna get paid. I would think so. I would like to think so. You get what I'm saying? So you think people gonna tune in the way they're gonna tune in, that money gonna be there for you, for y'all to eat. So all I just want to see is, I get it from a competitor standpoint, they're gonna go back and forth a little bit. That's cool, but we've seen that enough now. At this point, that fight is cooked enough. They don't need to marinate no more, none of that. I get it. I feel like a fight or two definitely still going to happen in between, because you're already hearing what their focus is. But if some reason that you can't get Williams to pay that, I don't see why, exploring a Tank Davis is not a realistic option. You get what I'm saying? Because the pickings is slim for you as well. Like, you legit fighting Kid Austin. Like, and I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying, like, you get me? So, like, it ain't too many places for you to go either. This is not a one-sided deal. Oh, Tank got it. Nah, y'all, you need opponents as well. You need good dance partners, and who better than him? And that's the same way I feel about Tank. Who better than Shakur? Who better than each other? It's been enough shit talk. We get it. I got y'all fan bases. Tank is who he is. Shakur is who he is. I don't care about being ready. None of that weird shit. Nah, let him fight. Healthy, let's see the fight, man, as soon as possible, as soon as it's truly available. Guys' schedules line up, no fights, that shit has to happen, so hell with the interviews asking about it. It's got to be a real fight. Tank ain't going nowhere no time soon. Not right now, I don't think so. I mean, lock in for a few more fights, but that's just one we need before either guy go anywhere to any other weight class. I don't want to hear it. Hell no. It's to the point where you got to get at people this fight.
Yeah, it's almost over marinated.
And we don't want that. You get me? It's cooked, right? It's perfect right now. You get me? I think it's perfect right now. People just need to leave the narratives alone. Let them dudes make some business. I don't care for Turkey being involved. You know what I'm saying? I just care about them getting on the same page and making a fight. That's what I care about. I need to see them fight, man. Shout out to both. I just need to see the fight, narrative free. May the best man win. Let's let boxing really be in a better place after they fight. I'm telling you it would.
I think there's a better chance of the fight getting made if Shakur does his goddamn thing. I'm not saying he absolutely has to, but it would definitely help his cause.
Yeah, he gotta show out a little bit though. He gotta make a somewhat of a statement. Like for me, it's not KO or bust, but it's separation or bust. Like I can't accept nothing else. You gotta show the level.
No doubt.
As long as you show me that clean cut separation, I don't want to see no debatable shit. I'll call it how I see it. If it's debatable, y'all know me. I ain't straddling no fences, man. So I want to see you step on this kid. Respect to him, but I want to see you step on him.
Shit, you just showed your unbiasedness with your previous statement about how to fight. You know what I mean? So, people gotta know that, you know.
Again, man, this shit real now. It's crunch time because too much has been said, and you gave people enough ammunition, right? So now it's time to cease, start making people eat their words, man. Like for the people that's open up their eyes. It's a way to do it, even though it's Kid Austin and it's expected to look away, but make sure it do. Get what I'm saying? Make sure it do. Just make sure it do. Make sure it look the way it's supposed to look. I ain't saying it's supposed to be easy either, but separation, nothing debatable, no shaky shit, no bad night talk, no I came off an injury. Like it ain't too many excuses that I want to hear that is gonna be cool. Like for me, step on his little ass. They asked for, they barked up the wrong tree, stuck his head out too soon. Make him sit on that shit, make him eat every word. All them games they've been playing, the steroid talk, snack this, got all these, legends. He's scared that. Make them regret all that shit. Beat the respect out of them. That's what I want to see. I'm dead serious. I would love to see a body shot stop, especially after Keyshawn got me saying, boy, bro. Go to that
I think
body.
They do a lot of
all the muscles, beat his body, go to his body. Stab jab to the stomach. Shit is money.
I think the Schofields are wolfing though, bro. I think they're talking a lot of what, because they pay attention to the podcast and the boxing space and all of us doing our thing, bro. So they know how to, you know what I mean? They know how to get people excited and shit. And they probably just selling a fight. I think he's gonna go out there and be a little intimidated of Shakur, and he might get stopped with a body shot late in the fight. Keep trying to press the action. It just opens you up for more.
Right. I hope he do. So, I hope it work right against him too. He gonna be eager and athletic. And if he want to play the patient game and he want to play chess, you a better chess player. You proven that. Ain't some shit I think at this point, but you still gotta prove it on the night. You gotta perform every night you're in the ring, but more than enough times you proven that. So if that's the game you want to play, that's right up your alley. You better try to make it a fight. All that shit you was saying, he boxing, I'm fighting. I get it. It's gonna make shit interesting. I say that. That's what I think. Said, think Turkey trying to set him up. I mean, when I hear stuff like that, right? Not that I'm giving him no out. Really, what I hear is, I mean, if you listen to the context in which he was saying what he said, like you can't say that's a stretch. Like he just sound paranoid. Like he sound crazy, right? Like it makes sense. Right. It don't have to be a reality, but you can understand his paranoia, and that also tells me that he doesn't have a relationship with him. See what I'm saying? There's no trust there. There's nothing. You get what I'm saying? There's no line of communication that has been really established between the two, right? So that's where he coming from. Got to keep it in mind. That's just like a dude that got money and putting on fights. And you heard Tank speak. He don't even know what he's doing. Like, at least put some people around you that know what they're doing. Like, that's just how he felt. Because, again, no relationship. So he's just from the outside looking in. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to think you in this situation that is working for you. I can't stress that enough. Like, what's his incentive to go outside or be willing to go outside, or what his situation is that's working. Get what I'm saying? Especially when he feel like people that's dealing with him is people that need to be. He don't feel like he fits that bill. And we could clearly see where he's coming from. So that's just me trying to, understand his stance. You don't have to agree with it, but that I can understand where he's coming from. So there's no relationship there. So he gonna speculate from the outside looking in based on what he feel like he's seeing, right? From the dude. Got money,
I think
but
he said that because he's captured the imagination of boxing fans across the globe. He has a right to say that. He don't gotta go over there to fight fucking nobody.
Yeah, he don't. I mean, I'm not against seeing it, but I get how people are tripping off it. Like, I'm just not against seeing fights, right? Fights before anything, but nah, a fight between them two, it shouldn't even be up for debate as to where it's gonna be at. Like,
that's what I'm
at
saying.
all. Like, it's not even shouldn't be up for debate if it's gonna either be, you get me? Nah, it's here or nothing. But if push came to shove, don't get me wrong. The only way I could see it, and it was over there, I had
get your ass to Saudi.
You get me?
No,
Yeah, take your ass over there. But
let's go.
I feel like it shouldn't have to come to that, respectfully. And I think it starts with them getting on the same page, right? That's I think that's the new wave, man. Get on the same page, trim out the fat, the social media, the back and forth, and really see who's serious. I mean, let business work itself out, man. I believe both of them. There's no way y'all want to fight each other. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Ain't no way y'all don't want to prove to the people like what you've been saying. Ain't no damn way. Man, I'd be so disappointed. And I don't see it no other way, but unless I see it definitively that that's what it is, ain't no damn way y'all don't want to fight each other. Y'all got to. Shit gotta happen. Everywhere you go, they're gonna keep asking you. They're gonna keep asking you. No matter who you fight, they're gonna keep asking you. They're gonna keep asking him. Only way that shit stops is if y'all fight. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you get agitated enough and say hell with it. Like I said, I would love for him to call out Shakur after the fight. Just because he can. Ain't nobody who would be mad.
I prayed for that shit last night.
You get me? Who would be mad? Like nobody. You'd be like, yes, motherfucker. Like, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Pressure. Apply that pressure, Tank. It's something different because people don't expect it. They don't expect them to do that. So hey, man, hell, like anything that stir that shit up. Pressure. But that pressure. You know what I mean? You go in here and say you how many times better than me? What you say? Pressure. I love it, man. I love boxing too much. It ain't about no one fighter. Nah, they put the pressure on his ass. I love that. That's one thing about these call outs that people have been like, they could kind of like, it's almost one-sided, right? Because y'all calling him. We switch the game up on your ass. You get what I'm trying to say? Oh, yeah, you want to fight? You what? Bet.
Okay, now it's here.
Call him out after the fight.
Here now.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying that'd be entertaining as hell, bro. It wouldn't be a bad thing. That should be good for boxing. You know what I mean? Like the rabbit got the gun kind of deal now, right?
Great for boxing.
I love it. I'm calling you now. I'm calling you out. Y'all talking shit. Okay. Man, what's up? I love that shit, man.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Nobody's above it. It'll be dope. Be good for boxing because they'll take that shit serious. It'll be all over. Everybody be talking about it. The ball in your court. Now we want to see if you really want to fight. I love that shit. That's real pressure right there. Because the people will think that means something. You don't never call nobody out. The name that you say is, man, think about that. He don't like mentioning people. So this is all something different and new. I would like it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it. I would like it. I really would, man. And speaking of Tank, y'all, who gonna win that golden ticket, man? Who gonna win the golden ticket?
Why the hell Karen called him? See what the fuck she want.
Hey, Remo.
Hey, yo, Karen, what's up? How can I help you?
I heard the JBT is doing a raffle for the Tank fight.
You know, I'm on vacation right now. I'm in Cabo. I don't get back until next week.
I need a favor, please.
Oh, you need a favor?
Yes, silly.
Isn't that against JBT policy?
Let's keep this between us.
HR won't find it.
Tank is my favorite fighter. Could you pull any JBT strings?
See what I can do for you, man. Just give me a few.
You're the man. Thanks, Remo.
Appreciate you. Later. Bye.
The JBT is giving away a single ticket to the Tank Davis Lamont Roach Championship fight on March 1st. The drawing will be held on February 21st. Entries are $10 each or 3 for $25. Enter via Cash App, JBT Network 1. That's JBT.
Shout out to the fan, man. Y'all go ahead and get into that raffle, give yourself a chance to win that Tank ticket, man, and see
Sit
him
next
and
to my
Lamont Roach
crazy
go
ass.
square off March 1st, man, and pull up on us at the meet and greet, man, in Brooklyn, man, and come build with us. You know what I'm saying? Come catch a vibe, you know, with some good, solid folks, man. You hear me? And y'all smash
Facts.
the like button if you haven't, man. We still rocking out. Yeah, big. He said it's
My
not
bad, bro.
happening. Shakur versus Tank, or Tank versus Haney happening in America. Nobody got 20 mil to offer them. I don't think who asked for 20 mil. I don't think you gotta you know what I'm saying?
Who
I don't
said
think that's
that?
I don't think that's something somebody gotta do. That'd throw me off. Shout out deep for the win. That'd throw me off. I mean, I don't think that has to happen. But
D.
again, any negotiating in the public is always gonna be taken with a grain of salt. So I just feel like hope parties, you know, people can get on the same accord, man, and everybody's invested in making a fight that people feel like boxing want to see at 135 for real. You know what I'm saying? That's just all. That's the most I could say. We could keep hoping for it and talking about it and building on it, but all parties involved gotta want it the way we want it. You know what I'm saying? I try to be as fair down the line, like the Tank coming knocking and an offering or you know what I'm saying, establishing a line of communication. It shouldn't be like, you know what I mean? That's, you get what I'm saying? Like, people gotta really want what you say you want and do everything in your power to get it. That's all I want to see. I mean, fight the fights accordingly, do what makes sense, but most importantly, remember what you told the people. You know what I'm saying? So and try to deliver that shit. Be realistic. All that public negotiation shit is weak. Don't do it because it's gonna kill a fight. You know what I mean? Go behind scenes where really you could get, you know what I mean, work done and get some movement going, get some damn traction, and really get it people what we been wanting to see, man.
Yeah, bro. People
Simple,
hear what they
man.
want to hear.
Tank is what is he? Charity? Is he charity years? Charity years? They had 20 mil for Tank. A lot of that stuff is like
No. Really touch on it though, Just. Really touch on it.
Just like hearsay. Like, I don't want to say hearsay. It was just stuff being thrown out there publicly, and I'm trying to tell y'all, just look at the history of it. When them figures and stuff like that start getting thrown around prematurely, it's usually a red flag that no fight is coming. You get what I'm saying? Like, and people be too quick. Like, they didn't know at one point they had went from 20 to like 40 mil. Like, that's where the 40 mil bill stuff started coming in. We didn't just make that up. So it's like, so y'all went from 20 to 40, huh? It's like, all right, bro. See, y'all out here playing. You in a rush to try to one up this man, and you halfway public negotiating, and we know how that go. It ain't gonna go like that, bro. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? Them figures is gonna be some shit we hear about after the fact. You get me? Like, we ain't going. That shit ain't going. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna know before they know. Like, that's think about that. Just think about that. When have you ever seen it? You get what I'm saying? You might hear some mention of, or like somebody guesstimate how much they think people getting paid, or you get what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's not coming from one side telling you directly, oh, we're paying you. You get what I'm trying to say? When have you seen it? Come on, man. Like, that's why it'd be like, oh, well, you said 20 mil. Who gonna turn down 20 mil? It's like, bro, don't even bite on that. Just use some logic, common sense. Don't nobody negotiate that way, bro. Ain't no fights getting put together where they out here throwing the figures out ahead of time like that. The only reason we be knowing with Canelo, because, you know what I mean, we know he get a set amount, like, regardless, right, of who he fighting for the most part. You know what I mean? So that's not everybody's situation, though. You get what I'm saying? And ain't no way you just run around here throwing all that, man. Get out of here, yo.
Now they run around with that argument like it's set in stone because a certain content creator wants to take Tank's words literal when he says them, when it helps his argument. When it doesn't, they don't take it literal and they try to fucking. It's like it's weirdo shit, bro. It's
so
fucking
you telling
weirdo
me
shit.
That they was gonna put him in there with Tank next, right?
Yeah,
and they fighting Jose Ramirez. If that was the case, why are they fighting a fight in between Ryan instead of just fighting Ryan? Just use that way of thinking. And you telling me that, it was gonna offer him up. Get what I'm saying? Like it shit don't make sense. Unless I got my timeline wrong, something ain't making sense to me.
Like crazy, bro.
When was they gonna
pick and choose, bro? They want to use his words for real today, and then tomorrow they want to use it as he's speaking in code, and that's just like they just fucking they do what they want to do out here in these YouTube streets.
Hey, Just, are you the clip king?
Yes, sir.
Can we hear about the big homie Cure one more time for me? One more time.
Would you say the big homie Cure?
Since everybody words is so little, let's hear about the big homie Cure real quick.
Which one?
You know, when you ever got off on Curb, we was having a good day.
You talking about 40 mil billion is what they call them, man.
Billion.
Oh man.
The first thing that I don't even know how it happened because we thought that we was getting points. You dig what I mean? Because Core is an Olympic. Core always then got in on Devin. Nigga, are you?
Did he say Olympic Core?
Yo, nigga, the whole shit started because it was live that we're in there with Core.
This is the first time I ever heard that.
It's getting out on us. Like he's the big nigga. He's the big homie in the shit. It was never. We would always. Nigga, first the gap was like this. The gap got closer and always. If you got off any with Core, it was a plus. If you just had a good day, that's how it was. All the way up until now, brother. That's why I told you. I said inside the weight classes, when we moving, just like niggas is moving now, brother. If it's too hot at 30, we already ready to go to 40, bro. Listen, brother.
We already ready to go to 40, bro.
Yo, you think they really recorded him without him knowing, or you think they set that shit up to build fight promotion? Bill is a master marketer.
I thought maybe somebody did do it, maybe possibly without him knowing the way the angle looked like that he didn't necessarily know per se. But when people were saying it was Shakur, that's the part that was flipping me out. He wasn't even talking to him right there.
Nah, for real. Because if I'm with Core and Bill pop up, I might catch his hand in the cookie jar.
I think it's one of them things where somebody took it upon themselves to do it, and he was made aware of it. And I remember they kept saying like they going back and forth, and he was like, "Yo, y'all keep talking, man. Like I dropped this footage or something."
Yeah, I remember
crazy or something. And it's like it went a little, it kind of died down a bit, but then they kept saying shit about it, asking for it, and then next thing you know, I seen that little clip up. And then it was like, oh, he the feds, and, it is. And, he's wearing a wire. And I'm like, bro, he told y'all he knew.
Damn, dog, I ran
out there.
What the? How the fuck?
He said he asked the person to do that. It's believable. Why would he ask him to do that? He not there, part of the conversation. For what reason would he know to be like, yeah, record this conversation? Somebody else just decided to do it, and that's what he was telling. That shit was.
I think you're right.
Like it's hard for me to hear that and know that it was said without him knowing somebody had him saying it, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, I was really trying to make that fight." Like I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so given that and saying how they got stuff, they can super read people's minds and what they really say. When nigga said, if it's getting hot at 30, we already ready to go to 40, bro. What does that mean? Explain that, because these niggas can explain everything Tech's saying.
That really played out in that order.
When that happened, when you see this, don't look at it. I mean, keep it pushing. We ain't doing that. That's what that meant. I think that's what that always meant. And I think they never planned on being in the weight classes with each other respectfully. I always joke about it, but just to be real, bring it back to boxing. Now, I don't think he was scared of him or nothing. I think Devin's scared of nobody, right? I think what really happened was if you really pay attention to the natural order of things, if Devin had not overstayed his stay at 35, he stayed about 3 fights, arguably 2 wrong, 2 Camboses. The Loma definitely was an extra, right? So you could argue maybe 3 fights too long there. You know what I mean? When he was looking crazy on the scale. So you got to think from that till now. I mean, him moving up. You know what I mean? He would have moved out of the division before that Shakur would even got there. Had he would have went where his body told him to go. So I don't think they was anticipating being in the same weight class with each other. That's why you heard people saying like they had some type of unwritten agreement to fight at 47 or something like that, which I thought was bogus because I don't think we see Shakur at 47.
It actually played out how he said, though. As soon as it got hot at 35, they went to 40, bro.
It's crazy. And it's unfortunate
come on, man.
because I just wish that your body didn't naturally help you get out of there. You had actual fights left. But that's what I always thought. Like, if you just look at the natural order of things, like even that extra Loma fight was there 1-2 at many, and it kind of trapped you there while he was making his entry. So you still was there making comments like nobody else gonna be champion this. And I think that's what's sparking. That's competition in you. Like, I just thought people would embrace that rather than like, reject it. And I was like, damn, I thought y'all wanted to see, like, why wouldn't y'all want to see that fight? That's why they hung on that 25% shit to this day. I hate public negotiations. That always means no fight coming.
I agree with everything you said. However, do you think they stayed there because they wanted to or because they had to?
More so them wanting to do it because what was there. You know what I'm saying? They seen an opportunity that existed with Kambosos, and they made the smart move to go jump on it and snatch up his belts. And then I think after that, it was smart to even give Loma a shot because he was able to pull it off, right, and get a good ass name on his resume. So I think it was some of both, maybe but more so them wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because notice they fought exactly who they wanted to fight. You know what I mean? They got a guy that they matched up favorably against in Kambosos. You know what I mean? You still got to get the job done. He did it twice, back to back, and gave Loma his shot. But I always felt like that fight was so close. It's like you're, as a man, you know it. You know that's competitive as hell. You don't want to revisit that again. There's no way you feel like 100% and you're going to go do that again and go fight somebody. So that's why I always say it's about smart business, right? Even fighting Ryan, that was supposed to be smart business. Who known anything about Osterine would have been in the mix. But you get what I'm saying? They make really smart moves for me. Like, to me, like throughout, picking opponents. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but this is how boxing go. You select the right opponents, you beat up the guys, you build your name, your profile, you take some risks here or there, right? That's that Loma fight was a risk. And he had to fight him. You know what I'm saying? He had to. So I always respected it. And he found
calculated risk.
Well, Bob was gonna make sure that fight happened because that's Bob boy. But let me ask you one last.
But remember, it was more so like a Haney really, he did have a deal. Wasn't he locked in like a 3-fight deal still? But he was adamant about, wanting to give him the shot. So I always respected it because I know he could have vacated then. You know what I'm saying? He could have vacated the titles then, whether still having a fight or not. But he showed me he really wanted it. That's why I always respected the fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Berinchyk. He said, got hot at 135. Devin became the only one to become undisputed out of all of them, bro. Shout out to Devin, the Dream, Handy. We rock with Dev over here. No.
Shut up, goofy boxing hacker. Shut your ass up. Devin the Nightmare.
Yeah,
Nightmare.
Shout out
Hacker, man. Man, we support your guy. You know what I mean? He's still
he knows I'm fucking with him.
But then let me ask you
versus Kambosos. Berinchyk. I don't believe in Kambosos no more. I feel like his best days behind him for real.
Let me ask you if you got this clip, bro, because this the clip I cannot find. But I remember somebody interviewing Tank and Tank saying before he can become the face of boxing, he gotta fight certain guys. Do you still have that clip?
Nope. Said before you become the face of boxing, you gotta
remember somebody was talking about, are you the face of boxing? He was like, before I could truly be the face of boxing, it's some people I got to take out first, and then after that, I can firmly say I'm the face of boxing.
If I could find it, I'll add it to the clip section for sure. But yeah, man, it's certain things that I think he's gonna have to. It's gonna be one of them push come to shove things. Like you can't maneuver around each other because it ain't enough opponents for either guy to have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say time reveals all. Time will make it right, and hopefully it just won't be too much time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already at the point where it's ripe for the picking. So just let it be what it's gonna be, and let's move on. You know, shout out to Zoomverse. What's good with it, Brody? I think they collect all them belts at once. Yeah, it was a smart move, man. It was a smart move. Like you see it, Cambosis, I favor well against him. I match up well against him. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that. Oh damn, they offer me some funny money. It ain't, you know, it's less than what I know I could be getting. All right, cool. It's worth the sacrifice because I'm gonna kick his ass. And I think they knew that. You know what I mean? It's still a risk, but it's a calculated one nonetheless, right? It's Cambosis, so you expected to beat him, but you know, you still have to get the job done. But we able to put things in perspective, and we see how fast like won them titles and gave them right up, and then it's been looking pretty bad since. You get what I'm saying? Since Devin Haney gave him his first L, his second L, and then Maxie Hughes gift, and you know Lomachenko just pieced his ass up like he ain't the same.
Like hey, yo, shout out to my guy, Pound for Pound Boxing Talk. I see you over there on me.
Shout out to my guy, man. Appreciate you pulling up too.
Shout out Just Do. Salute to you, T Hill and McQueen, D1, the whole chat, man.
You already know, man. Just a good weekend, man. It's a nice weekend boxing, man. That's gonna lead to some more fights. But before I forget, man, this is one of the last clips I'm gonna play. This was Schofield on Seconds Out talking to Radio Raheem. This my boy D1 has sent me. He was talking this talk. Look, I like to hear it on both sides, man. I don't dislike Kid Austin. I just wish his dad would have did without the steroid stuff. I think everything else, even from the pop tires, stolen passports, those are good laughs. Like, it's all right, that's cool. Like, you trolling spies in camp. You got a spy, he got a spy, everybody got a spy. All cool, all funny, but the snack stuff that took it to a different level for me. I was like, nah, you OD now. OG, and then he blocks me on IG, and I ain't do nothing. Man, block me on IG, bro. Damn, I said shit. I ain't never been blocked by no fighter before. Still ain't, man. That's the pops doing that. But let's hear what young Schofield had to say, man.
Radio Raheem with Floyd Schofield. It's Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia. First appearance on one of these cards. Is this your first time in the kingdom?
Yep, this is my first time, very first time, and it's been amazing so far.
How long have you been here?
About 3 weeks almost, going on 3 weeks.
Okay.
I think going on 3.5 or 4. Yeah, I've been here a long time.
You see, you've already made it home. Now, you are fortunate to be coming up in what I have to call the Riyadh season era. This a level of fight card is unseen, really, in modern history, and the way that fighters are being paid and the kind of purses you can expect if you're successful.
Man. It could
all
happen.
Of that kind
I
of
hope
thing.
so.
When you came into boxing,
hope he do.
Did you expect this kind of atmosphere as you pursued your goals?
No, not at all. You know, as a kid, I dreamed about it, but I never actually pictured the way it would go and how big it can get. And I feel like this is as big as it can get. Being honest, this might be one of the biggest cards in history for
young
a very
Skull.
long time. So
head ass.
I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad God gave me the opportunity.
A wider smile. Ads, YouTube ads. Pardon me. KO is good, bro.
I'm glad God gave me the opportunity.
You call it one of the biggest cards in history. It's certainly one of the most competitive cards in history. Everybody on this show has an opportunity to shine. All the matchups are 50-50 or close to that. Yours, however, I was speaking to Sean Zattel, actually, and he called you probably the dark horse on the card, that you have the most potential to make the biggest upset.
Yeah. I think, it's just, a lot of people don't know who I am. You know, a lot of people look at Shakur, they feel like he's gonna outclass me, and that's cool. I'm just here to show everybody that I'm here to play. Show everyone why they gave me an opportunity to be on this card. You know, I want to make a lot of people rich, you know, that bet on me. So, yeah.
For Shakur, he's been criticized for not being as exciting as people would like, for not closing the show out. He needs to make that statement, and he's going to come through you to get it. How do you counter that?
Just be myself. You know, I'm a fighter at heart. I love fighting. You know, my dad, he always has to control me, like, calm down, Floyd, like, relax in the ring, use your jab. So if he wants to bring that fight to me, that's what I want. I want you to bring the fight to me. Make it easy on me. But I feel like he's gonna stick to his plan. I feel like he knows better. I feel like he's gonna just be Shakur.
Okay.
Do you think he's underestimating you, or does he know what's ahead of him?
I want to say that Shakur's smart enough. He's a smart enough person and fighter, you know, not to play with his food. So there's a part of me that feels like he is, but there's another part.
Yeah. Like what?
The fuck? Camp, you know,
not to play
you know,
with
he
his
wouldn't
food.
train so hard, you know, that he claims he does if he was overlooking me. So you never know. But me, I'm preparing for the Shakur that's 100%.
You say you brought all these different people into camp. Well, according to you, you brought one wrong person into camp at least. You want to talk to me about this tweet and the claim that you have a mole in Shakur Stevenson's camp?
See that? Like we don't get into all that. We're trolling. Like we be trolling. Like he should know that. He's the king of Twitter trolling. We had a couple of things in camp that was like what the hell? But we got past that. It didn't affect nothing of our training. It didn't affect anything. You know, it was just certain people that we thought we could trust that we couldn't trust. And you know, we was like, you know what? Let's troll. I mean,
call him baby.
Why not? But no, we not. Whether it was him or not, we don't care. We're just here to fight. We're here in Saudi. You know, I couldn't make it to London, you know, sadly, but we're here now, and now we got to fight Saturday.
How did you find out that you couldn't trust the people that you couldn't trust?
Just we caught them doing stuff, you know, before it was accusations until we actually were able to prove it. And you know, it was sad because, you know, we knew these people since I was like 7 years old and whatnot.
Caught that crazy bitch you that beat up.
And get back right. You know, it was only a day or two of, you know, I didn't get to have my sparring and whatnot. But after that, everything's been a smooth sailing. But you know, certain things you gotta keep a small circle when you get to this level.
We talking like leaking
No, he didn't.
strategy, sabotage. What level?
Just like my passport got messed up. You know, I'm not. Yeah, passport got messed up. Car tire got stabbed. My dad pisses a lot of people off, so you never know. But just small stuff like that, and then you know, things where my dad could have got jail time, but all that's behind us. We don't care. We don't care. We're not saying it was Shakur. We having fun.
You
with
not saying it. Your dad is saying it. Your dad said mad shit. Said they planted drugs in the cars.
Whether he was trolling or not, he certainly made a case about you not showing up in London and saying maybe you were going to drop off the card. What kept you from such a huge stage to announce this fight?
Said Rolly
Like what kept me from getting there? Just my passport. Like when I got to the airport, they were saying my passport isn't good. I got to get a new one. By the time my passport could come, the press conference was already over with. So I just couldn't travel. And you know, hearing him say that, you know, it was funny because it's like, bro, like it's nothing to be scared of, like at all. So
you think that passport situation might have been a result of sabotage?
Never know. Passport, you know, I've had it for a minute. Could have fell out. Page could have fell out. Me personally, I don't think it was them. Saturday night, we got a fight. You know,
they're idiots.
That's all I care about.
For those people who own,
enough said. Done. I'm done with that. KO was good, bro.
Thanks.
I'm done. His ass. So he like, yo, you not saying this, them. Your father is doing the saying, and that's the crazy part. He's doing it all from your account, from the trolling to the accusations, and standing on it would be lead. You can't turn your comments off after you say stuff like what his father been saying. Told you he been going on a rampage. Like he been saying a little bit of everything, bro. It makes things somewhat entertaining to a degree, right? Still got to fight, but he lost me with the snack stuff. Like I'm tired of hearing about the snack stuff. And for the people that make the big deal about it, it's like you only do it when it suits your argument. Like you got to talk about people that get beat up on snack, all types of shit. Stop making this fight about some damn snack. You got some extra steroids or something. Like, come on, man.
What's good? What's good, Just?
Yeah, what's good with it, bro?
What's up with y'all, man? Hey, so what you're saying is they only talk about the Bud Crawford and the Shakur snack. They don't talk about the Demetrius Andrade snack.
Yeah, they don't talk about that. The
they don't talk about the Andrade snack, not the Barbosa.
You know, the boot snack. You know, they
that Barbosa snack was put to work.
Like
they up here talking about his grip strength and everything for the fight. Man said, I'm concerned, man. His grip strength. I said, yeah, I'm done. Kick his ass, please, bro. Gotta kick his ass fight night.
All Schofield gotta do is make his daddy get his own Twitter account and won't none of this confusion be there, bro. All he gotta do is make his daddy change his password, tell him, Daddy, you can't have my password no more. And let his daddy be out here talking all that crazy shit like David Haney daddy be doing, bro.
Bro ass he blocked me on damn Instagram. I was like, yo, what? I found out the funniest way. Somebody tried to send me one of their posts. You know, I'm like, yo, it's private, whoever that was. They're like, why would it be private? I'm like, what, you got you blocked or something? I said, nah, I don't think so. I go to try to type it, man. I'm like, damn, bro got me blocked. I don't troll. I don't be disrespectful. Maybe I don't know. Maybe people. I don't know if you heard a piece of live stream. The only thing I got annoyed with was this steroid stuff, because I'm like, damn, it's him, Clarissa Shields. I'm like, y'all just running reckless with the steroid accusations. Everything else I was laughing at, the stolen passports, the pop tires, mole in the can, all that stuff was cool. But then he went a step farther. He started talking about like what? Hold on, I think I got the clip.
Scared.
Is this the one?
Is that like a possibility?
Yeah, I can't say Shakur scared, but I know he worries. I know he worries because who paid people in your camp to steal passports, stab tires? They called the SWAT team on us because an out-of-state call came, and I got the police report where they reported us stealing kids. So 3 o'clock in the morning, the whole SWAT team out there with lights calling our name, and then they search the house, everything else, and they tell us somebody from out of town called and said you're harboring kids, and it's the address. Then they turned around and they put drugs in the car. They called the cops on us there. Cops raided us. So it's things like that was happening in camp, the whole camp. So come on up there talk about, oh, I know y'all couldn't make it to me that day. I know y'all going through a lot. Thank you. But that just fueled our fire. We ready. We gonna do his damn thing. So that just make Floyd matter because she doesn't have to do that. They can afford us fair and square.
It's crazy.
That boy about to talk
crazy. He said he called SWAT on him, bro. SWAT. He said told them they was harboring kids. It's crazy. You telling me, yo, you gotta be scared if you willing to go through all of that.
Stealing kids is the craziest accusation I've ever heard.
Your son
to say you're stealing kids.
The passports. We be
who you stealing the kids from?
Committed to like lying and trolling. Like, damn, goddamn bad. Yo, stop using your son's account, bro. It don't look good. Planting drugs is crazy. Like, look at what kind of like lengths you going through and putting that on them. Like, yo, this is the type of stuff that been happening in the camp. Who the hell planting drugs, bro? Like, bro, what? First, it was a B&E for the passports. He said they went past jewelry, all that other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go. We gonna break into this house. Yeah, we gonna get their passports.
Yeah, we gonna fuck him all the way over.
Risk our life for some passports. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, bro, say I don't know if they fell out, if they something. I'm like, yo, you and your dad said two different things. He tripping. That's crazy, man. Gonna be a fun fight.
Who did they steal the kids from?
Off and shit, man.
Where did they steal the kids from? That's all. I have a hard time wrapping my head around.
Like
that.
What? Harboring kids? Like that's low, man. That's a foul game to play. Somebody do
yes,
that.
It is, bro.
That man minding his business, putting in that work. He ain't thinking about you. Like you don't know if you want to say he worried and he training too hard or is he sabotaging? Like there's no.
I'm not scared. He worried.
I hear he looking good, man. As supposed to. You know he's supposed to. But I hear he looking sharp. I hear everything.
Exclusive free fight.
put in some good work out there. He out there. He acclimated, I believe, to the to London or whatever the case. So he should be straight. Everything should be good with him. Everything should be on the up and up, man. I just want to see a good fight, man. But that's his pops, man. So he talked to Radio Raheem, pretty much admitting, saying the opposite of everything his pops been pushing for the longest, man. Can't make this up. The internet is the biggest troll since that video came out with his dad. Yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic, man. You know
be
it.
honest. Since we being honest, let's be honest.
Being honest. I got his ass, but I all things real though. I try to be very respectful when I reach out, when I interact with people, because I know they get trolled a lot. I know people talk crazy a lot. I be trying to stand out from those people. So I try to make my reactions like real, you know what I'm saying, and genuine. Like, but the only issue I could say I had was like the steroid stuff. Everything else was pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? Molding, like I said, all the stuff I ran down, the list of things, all that stuff was funny, but that's where I draw the line, because then, you know, people start with the videos now, and nobody was talking snack. This is how I know people either don't watch fights for real or don't pay attention, because it ain't nothing new. Then they use the old video from I don't know how long ago that shit was, but it's like, bro, y'all be reaching, man. Like, y'all be reaching.
Real shit, bro.
Be reaching, bro. Not everybody's trying to cheat their way to the top. And it's like, I get it. A lot of these dudes get caught up, but at least allow somebody to get caught before you put a jacket on them, or suspicious gotta look out. You know what I'm saying? All point or stand out, something. You get me? Not this. This shit ain't adding up. It's not making sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't respect it. Why are we doing that? Think about it. We did it to 2 Olympians in the same week. It was him first. I'm like, bro, you can't make this up. Then the same dude that put out the steroid stuff had to retract it and say, oh, it was marijuana. Shut up, fat fool. Like, you stop roughing it, report bad information. Like,
that's what they do.
So they get an Olympic style drug testing, right? Yeah, we're gonna turn pro, we're gonna cheat again.
Yeah.
Why we don't like let a track record, right, establish how you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I ain't saying it's no way you could cheat because you did that, but at least give them the benefit of the doubt. Say, man, they always been clean athletes. You ain't never had no reason to suspect anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shout out
nothing different.
Yeah, he's spot on, Melanin. This shit is hilarious, man. It's hilarious, man. Auntie Sco, Felice Johnson. Yeah, man. Shakur, he got a job to do. Shout out to Boxing Hacker, man, with the 2-piece. Seeing about to catch a Rico case, the way he talking. Senior is a wild boy, and I don't dislike him. Even if he did block me, it was him. I don't dislike him or his son. It ain't never personal. I try not to be like overly disrespectful. I got some jokes, but I don't got like no hate for him. I'm not hoping nothing bad besides the ass whooping, because of the snack thing that tipped it over the scale for me. Like, I wasn't rocking with it.
Bro, you're a boxer in a professional team. You better be prepared to take the criticism in this fucking sport. You better have some thick skin.
I don't be shitting on him.
No, like, I know you don't, but I do.
I be trying to be fair about it. I be trying to be fair.
I be trying to be trolling
about Blaze, man. What's good with it, fam?
We got an 8 o'clock.
Jay. I just wanted to say, yeah, man, this is some bullshit, man. This dude's dad come over here talking this nonsense, talking this cheating before the fight. Like, you just making excuses for when he get whooped. Like, what are we, like you said, it's unsubstantiated. That stuff's corny. Snack is a legitimate organization. They got that stuff tatted on their trunks everywhere. Like, if that's, I understand the shit with Victor Conte. I get it. But when you actually look into what Snack's doing as far as how they calibrate, they supplements to their fighters, as far as with the sports science and the boxing sciences, them guys is under them programs. But to say PEDs and say cheating, like you said, all that other shit is goofy too, though. That shit just goofy. Talking about playing drugs and come on, man. Like, where are we going with this boxing shit? That's why I wish I'm only 38, bro. I ain't that old, bro. But I just remember before the social media shit, bro. The fight was there. We know they was gonna fight. You ain't gotta hear all this bullshit in between. All these lives and these stupid ass comments that they be talking about. Like, Shakur's healthy, barring any type of lingering issue and all that. He's about to punch on his boy like he done punched on everybody else. And he's going to dodge his ass like the Matrix. We already seen what he did in his last fight. So it's like he's going to get paid for that over aggression. And his dad's already making excuses for him going into the bout. It's pathetic. Like real talk. He ain't even giving the kid a chance to stand on his own too. Like real talk. We talk about his dad more than we talk about the kid. Like and it's just it ain't like it's Bill and Devin. He went undisputed with Bill talking that shit. You feel me? This kid ain't even got a chance yet, and his dad's all in the videos. You know, all of his Twitter account. Like, come on, man, are you serious? Like, you're not even giving your son a chance to be great. And he got some type of aspects and some tools to really fight in the ring, but there's levels to this shit. And you know, Shakur healthy, he's gonna do his thing. And then after that, after he handled his business, and then after Tank handled his business with Roach, the conversation begins. Tank versus Shakur, because that's all we want to see at 135. Everybody else got to wait in line and fight each other, man. What is we talking about?
Get your ass
like
to
real
the back
talk,
of the
man.
line.
Get in the back. These is 1 and 2. I was thinking, bro, if they do a tournament, bro, if you do a tournament, if you take, let's just start with 135 and take all the undefeated fighters. You can add a couple with one loss in there too. It'll be like Shakur and Tank will be the 1 and 2 seed. And then you match them up. They're gonna meet on each side of the bracket, and it'll still be the same result. So it's like we ain't waiting right now. 135, we want to see Tank, we want to see Shakur, but Shakur got to handle his business. That bullshit he put with De Los Santos, he fucked up his brand, bro.
Kid, but
he cooking.
I want to see.
You
and shout out to Rude Exposure. Like I said, y'all, $100 bet that he's stopping Shakur for the first person to jump on it.
Man, please.
Yeah, but that blocking people is weak, man. You gotta show love to
super weak.
You know, to the people, especially the ones that really be supporting and not just trolling.
The dads
and very respectful, but like I said, when I interact, I be asking real questions, making real statements. It don't just be a bunch of internet like trollish type shit. I be trolling real, and I'll let you know I support you. But it's like, damn, I'm still ain't rooting for you to win this fight, but I continue to watch and support. I don't just like that young dude. He young, man, a likable kid. He saying like he got good energy. He don't be bugging. It be his pops. Everything he's saying about Core is he's supposed to say. His fight mode. He's supposed to be getting ready to try to break him, hurt him.
Exactly. That's why it be like it don't make sense for his dad to be talking. One thing about you, Jess, is like, hey man, as a boxing analyst, you're gonna call it like you see it from a boxing perspective. We're gonna sift through the social media, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna get our giggles on because it's entertaining. It's entertaining to an extent to scratch our itch. But it's like we all want to see the fight. They're about to get in the ring on Saturday. There ain't nobody trying to hear about no drugs being planted. That's some straight up snitch shit coming from where we come from.
Like, dude,
what the fuck is you talking about? You trying to get the fan? You trying to get them rated before the fight? This is some bullshit. You talking about they swatted them? You're accusing them of actual crimes.
I thought about it like, bro, what are you really on?
Think about this. They're accusing them of actual crimes, bro. If they could really put a report, they have to investigate that shit. Yeah, breaking and entering, planting drugs. You feel me? Come on, man. Please, man. This is some goofy shit.
That's why the dads in boxing need to take notes from Abdullah Mason's father. Be like him. He don't say shit to nobody about nothing. Nobody even know he's a trainer.
And shout out to Shakur's grandfather, OG. He don't talk like old school. He probably was flying kites on pigeons. He don't fuck with that social media. He probably still got the rotary phone. He's in the ring. He's in the corner telling them what to do. He's not on social media doing no stupid shit. This ain't boxing, man. Like this is
the right game plan. He's nice and healthy, and he just go out there and do what he do, man. Sean, take him to school. Go get on to your next fight on it with a strong statement, because we need this conversation to really be a thing and the fight to really happen, man. We need it for boxing.
Gotta put an exclamation
look
point
for the next big fight, and let's demand that too.
Exactly. And here's my issue, man. Here's my issue with content creators, man. Really got to push back with this bullshit, because boxing was pure. You're getting in the ring and putting your life on the line. This is serious, bro. You're in the gym focus. You about to get in there with another man, and you guys is be able to legally put each other down. All this extracurricular stuff, this ain't needed with this. They're about to get in the ring. These kids, these young boys is about to get in the ring and lock up. All this extra shit they be talking about on the outside of it is uncalled for, and it's disrespectful to the sweet science.
Right. It is.
It's disrespectful.
The personal
Yeah.
shit is the drug
Add
dealing shit.
entertainment, not
Sell the
bullshit.
fight.
You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
sell the fight, but not that way. Like the
Man,
like
talk
stealing
shit. Say
kids
you
and shit.
gonna knock him
Yeah.
out. Yeah, stealing kids. He say
Like
that.
what
I'm
the
making water.
fuck?
That nigga might be stealing kids. He just said they accused
From
him of
who
it. You feel
though?
me? This
Who's it?
weirdo.
Where did they?
You feel
Where?
me?
Who the fuck is that's out here? Like, yeah, they stole my kids. Let me call the cops. Steal
Yeah,
my kids,
man. It's
bro.
so
So
goofy ass shit. And then think about it though. Think about Mama, whatever his name is, Schofield, man. Think about this dude. Think about Auntie, bro. If this was really real and this was your child, you wouldn't even put him in the ring. You'd be trying to protect your baby from some bullshit like this. You feel me? What the fuck was we talking about? You niggas is trying to contract a fight. They talking about stealing kids and swatting me and I feel unsafe and they putting dope on me and shit. Niggas is still doing time for dope. Niggas is trying to get parts right now for dope. Man, what the fuck is we talking about? You feel me? This shit is corny. But they got to
Kenny
get in that
Drake
ring
shut
though.
his
Not handling
goofy
the
ass up.
troll. He tripping. Like
Yeah, they
y'all
got to
believe
get
in
in that ring.
boxing guys, y'all know they be lying. We got y'all emotional. That's the thing, bro. I really don't like the comprehension level of people. Passion is what you will get from me. You might hear me fired up, but emotional, nah. I get passionate about it, but I don't think nobody tripping up here. We just having a civil conversation, bro. Bro be tripping. He put out a lot of unnecessary information, and he got a good talent in his son, and they've been successful getting to where they gotten to. I mean, and I rock with it. You know what I mean? I salute it, but you could tell that they ain't been at this level, and I think some of the things that they're putting out is a reflection of that, right? The way they
Man,
deal
you
with it.
can
And not, when
you
I say
can tell
that,
his
it's just
dad know he's about to get his ass whooped. That's
you know
what's
what I'm saying?
happening right
Yeah.
now.
It's
It's all this
different for him.
extra
So he
stuff.
like, man, they doing this. He's scared. He doing that. They nervous. Oh, he's not scared, but he's worried. Yo, man, knock it
Man,
off. Yo.
shut
You're not
that
gonna
off that
fight,
They
shit.
bro.
they've been watching that tape and can't figure out how they gonna figure out that defense. You feel me?
They're
I'm
like,
interested
you
to
gonna
see if
rattle him
Shakur is gonna
another
make
way.
them pay with these counters.
We're like, yo, we gonna stay planting drugs, y'all.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
we
this
got
is
a
crazy.
stream at 8 o'clock with the Podfather Jay Hardcore. I'm gonna duck out right now. I
Shout
gotta
out
get
to
ready
you,
for that
man.
joint.
Appreciate
Love,
you,
peace,
man.
and blessings, KB. You already know.
All right, peace,
Blaze,
bro.
big
Peace,
up, man.
brother.
Might be
Peace,
projecting,
Just man.
or
I
maybe
appreciate you letting me
doing
come
all
through
that.
and cook, man. I really do.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, Jamal. We probably save it for tomorrow, being that we already deep into the stream. Y'all know we do this with all the interviews. When they come out, we play them and break them down, react to them in real time. I just played that short one with Shakur because they always ask the $1 million question, and that's the fight. I like to hear him give Tank his flowers and know that y'all gotta make that fight.
Yeah, see, but my thing with Shakur is it seemed like Shakur and Tank talked last year. It's all about Shakur handling his business. He got bad tape. They need to sell pay-per-view. Shakur has to have a spectacular performance because otherwise they talk about snooze fest and all this other stuff. I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan, though. I believe his fighting style solid. Just that De Los Santos, if he was hurt, he shouldn't have took that fight. That's bad
You know
tape.
why
That
I
messed
don't
it up
buy
his
that?
branding.
Why I
That
don't be buying
set
that
him
when they
back.
be, why I don't be buying that when they be saying it, like basing it off his performances. If that was the case, they would have never fought Frank Martin. You get what I'm saying? Coming off
Yeah.
his worst performance of his career, where he struggled and needed a knockdown to solidify the win, right? Like if it was purely that, but with that fight and what's at stake, you do want both guys going in there, coming off what would it be their best performances, right? Looking
Exactly.
like exactly who we think they are. So I get what you're saying. Just don't leave that back door open for people to say, yo, you don't look like yourself, or you ain't look like this since you got 35. So yeah, you want to kind of, close, close that
Yeah,
door.
but just think about it. Like I said, I think they've been in discussion because remember they was beefing with each other, and then Shakur changed the tune. If you look, they're fighting a week apart. Keyshawn done set the pace.
y'all I was able
Keyshawn
to
done set the pace. He done had a spectacular performance. Now Shakur got to do his job. Now Tank been
for
doing his
sure.
job. So if they
For
both
sure.
do their job, bro, all they both got to do is have spectacular performances. And this is the hottest fight of the year. Hands down, it's recency bias. When you're dealing with the young casuals, we want to see it no matter what. I don't care what they did before. I know what Shakur's tool set is. Skill set is. I know what Tank's skill set is. We
That's a
talking
great
about
point.
135. These is
Great
1 and
point.
2. I don't care what nobody else say. I want to see these guys fight.
That's
This
a
is
great
then they'll be
point. Recency
solidified.
bias.
But recency bias comes in, and Keyshawn's been holding it down. When he had Norfolk, Virginia, and he had his time, look what he did with it. Then when he had Madison Square Garden, big lights, title shot, look what he did. He even lived and kept his composure. Man, the kid's nice. And then he used his platform for mental and behavioral health to let you know, listen, I'm present in this shit. You feel me? Come on, man. And now Shakur handled his business, and you know, they're in his ear. Bud's in his ear, Keyshawn's in his ear. They're like, you gotta stop him, homie. You gotta stop him. They telling him that. You already know they telling him that. You gotta beat him. Yeah, you gotta whoop him.
Beat him up.
You ain't gotta knock him out, but you gotta pitch like a shutout. You gotta go 9-3 on this kid. You got to go fill out rounds in the beginning, and then you got to pound them. Then you got to drop them a couple of times. Then do your Dougie. You got to handle your business, because what Tank's about to do, Tank's about to eat Lamont. And the excuse is going to be he's 130 undersized or whatever. But Tank eats, because he's going to laser like stop this boy. I don't care what nobody said. I ain't see nothing on the tape with Lamont Roach. And all due respect to Lamont Roach, I'm not calling him a bummer or nothing. But there's levels to this shit. He's going in there with an assassin. With an assassin who adjusts his strategy to each opponent that's in there. Y'all can cry about who he fought and all that, but the reality is shout out to Money Mayweather. He fast tracked him to the bag. See, Mayweather, remember, he was signed to the top rank. 98 Mayweather, 7-0, 5 knockouts. Last 6 fight, got the title. 7 fight, defended it in 98. He was over there with the Golden Boy. De La Hoya was making the money, remember? You feel me? He bought his contract out. But Mayweather did it the long way, because he fought all the Hall of Famers and he was fighting big names. But he got Tank to the bag. They was fighting on Spike and got him up fast. Got him titled and got him big money. So it's like he's a prize fighter. He's A-side. He pick and choose. He's pay-per-view. He get big bag. There's levels. You feel me? So they be upset about who he pick, who he fighting. It's like, bro, he's already he's in the boss position to make big money. Fuck what we talk about who we want to fight, but we want to see him fight because he done put his mouth. He done said it. Tank said it. Tank said he got a list. Tank called out Shakur's name. Tank said Keyshawn was nobody. Tank said these guys got titles. So we need unification. We need unification. We want to see it. That's the only thing. If you ain't going nowhere out of 135, we want to see unification, because the guys who got that belts are legitimate contenders.
Right.
And that's it. That's all.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, man. I rock with it. Damn, Val. You say we sound slow. What type of statement is that, bro?
Bro, I don't know. I ain't listening to the comments.
You gotta think, bro. And I hate that. I shouldn't even have to defend it, but that's a wild comment. And nothing we saying up here slow. See, you not listening. You want us like, and this is coming from a supporter, Shakur, but you definitely not listening. Like, I don't have no problem with the way he fight. I done got into enough arguments, more than I care to count, about his style and what he need to do. But I'm just leveling with my guy Blaze, because I understand exactly what he's saying. We're not bitching about his performances, but we know it's a casual audience out there that is.
Exactly.
And we're saying, yeah, cross those T's, dot those I's, shore up those performances. Don't leave, no stone unturned. Like, you got to go out there and perform like we know you capable of. Don't even leave no room for them to say, oh, well, he should have did it like this. Nah, be exactly who we know you capable of being. Do it consistently. Do it now, preferably this weekend. Started with Kid Austin. You done got your hands repaired. You had a surgery. Go ahead, go in there, make an example out of them the way we know you capable of, and don't leave nothing to question.
Check this out, Just. The kid is a prospect. This is a tune-up for Shakur. We don't expect nothing but him to get him out of here. No disrespect to the kid, but he's too young. He lacks the experience and boxing IQ to go into the deep end in championship rounds. Really? Like, I don't want to hear what we talking about. You feel me? He gotta school him. Like, that's the expectation. Shakur is a generational talent. He done went and found somebody on a lower level. He's 3-division champion and he's fighting a prospect.
Yeah.
He don't get no credit for this. He need to handle his business, make it clean, and then start talking about the Tank fight, or start talking about unification at 135. We ain't trying to hear nothing else.
As far as credit, you can still give him credit for the fight in of itself, but it has to be Shakur type performance. You get me? And maximal Shakur. Like,
it has to be maximum Shakur.
great training camp translating to a great, performance offensively. Like I said, it's been about 7 fights with those hands, with the, issues with the hands. So now that he got that squared away, hopefully he can just resume and do what he need to do. You know what I mean? Make sure. I know I think he made a switch to a different brand of gloves. So that's a good move too. That could help him, man. Maybe the way the hands are wrapped. It's a number of different things he can do. So as long as he's healthy, that's all I want to know. He said he is. They said he looking sharp, he looking good in the training camp. So that's what you want to hear. We getting closer to the fight. Shout out to Kid Austin, man. He look like he ready to go too, man. He sound like he confident, and we just want to see them go out there and prove it. Do we have to get a knockout? No. Two things for me, guys that never been knocked out. Kid Austin's kind of tough to me. He's tough. Right? I don't think he gotta knock him out, but you gotta show separation. You gotta show levels. You gotta show the gap and skill and talent. That's what you have.
Yes, absolutely. Like you said, you don't gotta knock him out.
Boxes. You get me, but he's not a knockout artist, so that's why he don't, to me, have to get a knockout, right?
He gotta school him. He gotta school him.
I'm really one of them people that I don't have to see that, but it has to be clear, has to be convincing, and dare I say, dominant. You know what I mean? Make it, because that's what you're saying. So that's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to dominate. He don't necessarily got to. The kid getting knocked out is just depending on how he handles adversity. If he handles adversity, then he'll survive.
He's some type of casual, man. Val, nobody care about him having a split decision. We know all of that. What you want us to say? Like what the hell? Like, ain't nobody saying nothing bad about him. Like, what you mean what we saying? I'm not dropping a link because we about to wrap up, but you talking crazy. First you said we sound slow. That's already an insult because you put y'all. Like, ain't nothing I say over here slow. I ain't gotta think exactly like you. Like, ain't don't nobody support him more than me. Like, he gonna get his support, he gonna get his just due, but we having a legit conversation. We're speaking to the people that's gonna critique his performances if they don't look like what we know he's capable of. We don't care about him having a split decision. We aware of all that. I've been on record telling people that. We get all of that. We know what he's capable of, and we just want to see him do exactly that. Come this Saturday, this weekend, we want to see him step on this little young boy. We don't want to see, leaving meat on the bone. We don't want to see no arteries. No, kick his little young ass. He been talking, beat him up, outclass him in every way, shape, or form. That's what we saying. We're not talking about the specific decisions. We just talking about how he got to go out there and look and what it need to look like so people don't go out there and shit on him.
Man, we talking about right now.
I was there physically sitting in my seat watching him thoroughly outclass this dude with relative ease, but he left some meat on the bone. He could have.
Hey, look, you talking about what Artem?
Better. Could have put his punches together a little bit better when he got there. The shit Terrence Crawford was telling him to do was spot on. It's the shit that I heard that he been working on in camp. Got a little bit better. Got healthy hands. That's what he doing.
You talking about Artem, right? You talking about Artem, just
man, because he always get his just due over here. But I don't know. You got like selective hearing, or you not hearing. Like no. Shakur was in the back listening to this conversation. He could appreciate it. We not dissing him. We don't do no tearing down of the boxers. But I'm not gonna overpraise nobody. That's not happening. Like, and that's my favorite fighter. I'm not about to overpraise him though to make somebody happy. Nah, man, it's fair. It's fair. The shit that he know he needed to fix, that's the shit that I'm talking about. I ain't saying that like I know better than him, but I know Crawford gave him some good advice. I know that the Andre Wars, the Floyd Mayweathers, they know better than me, but I know I expect to see a polished or even more polished version. I expect to see a healthy guy letting both of them hands go. That's what I expect to see. Show your levels, show your separation, show your pedigree, show your experience. Show your dominance. You don't have close fights. You don't have debatables. Kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. Kick his little young ass. Respect Kid Austin.
And real quick, man.
Get stepped on.
With Artem, bro.
That's my spiel on it. And look, shout out to everybody, man, that rocked out with your boy. Appreciate all y'all, man. Shout out to Blaze coming up here. The Blaze, and he said he had to cook. Bro came up here. The cook had a good. Added a good layer to the conversation. And again, I want to be clear. We don't tear the fighters down. We don't take credit from them. I'm Jusdueboxing. Everybody gonna get theirs. Especially my guy, my Jersey native putting on like he doing, but he ain't perfect. He ain't above criticism. He can sharpen up on some things. He knows that. He know cutting the ring off. He know. I ain't telling him nothing he don't know. I'm not sitting here talking like I'm a coach and I know best for him, but the things we're asking him to do, he's very capable. That's why we're asking it. You get what I'm saying? I seen what he looked like with them healthy hands. I seen what he looked like with hurt hands and still get it done. You know what I mean? But you get me now with you got a chance to really just start. It is to be his first fight with Eddie Hearn, which is good for him. And I just want to see him go out there and do his thing. That's it. That's all. Shout out to everybody. Schofield was in Jersey too, though. Yeah, shout out to Schofield. I like Schofield. I like Floyd. I like young Floyd Schofield. But y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. I appreciate everybody rocking out with your boy. Shout out to Blaze. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Hit the super. Came to rock out with your boy for another dope build, man. Y'all make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on. Tap back in tomorrow, Tuesday, and we gonna build some more, man. We'll play the Tank interview and react to that, and see what he was talking about up there. You know what I mean? He gonna always get his credit over this way, bro. Like that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But just gotta make sure you listening to us. Like, we're not shitting on him. Nah, we don't do that. I don't do smear campaigns on fighters. But again, shout out to the JBT family, man. Join that raffle. Get y'all opportunity to win that ticket, that Tank ticket, man. $10 you can't beat it. As expensive as Tank tickets are, man. You got an opportunity to at least give yourself a chance to win and be a part of the event, man. And like I said, for the people that's gonna be pulling up in Brooklyn, man, we hope to see y'all there for the meet and greet, man. Good peoples, man. We hope to see y'all there, man. Much love to everybody. Like I said, I want to meet some of the family, like I said, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Come rock out with us.
You coming to New York for the Tank Davis Lamont Roach fight? Well, the JBT is hosting a meet and greet at the Rustic Corner Bar on Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, Friday, February 28th from 8 p.m. to midnight. So come meet some of your favorite JBT and YouTube boxing personalities, as well as special guests. The tickets are just $30, and that covers entry and food. There will be a cash bar and door prizes. So Cash App $30 to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. Code MEAT on the comment line and reserve your spot today. Another great event brought to you by the JBT. Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Shout out to my homie Big Drop Dre, man. And yes, man, come pull up on us. Come have a good time. Come catch a vibe, man. Come check out some of your favorite content creators, man. I got to be somebody's favorite. But yeah, we hope to see y'all in the building. Shout out to the ones that we definitely know will be there. Appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the raffle. Again, join the raffle. Get yourself an opportunity, a chance to win that Tank ticket, man. One way to get back to the people, man. So it's going to be a lucky winner, man. And shout out, best of luck to everybody that's rocking with us. And we're going to continue to build. Superman, what's good with it? Be there, not sure about the fight yet. I'm thinking spend money for ringside boots. Hey, see how that's dope, man. Shout out to my guy, TD Sports Talk, another solid guy. Y'all go tap in, check him out if y'all haven't, man. Then again, appreciate my JBT family, man. We're going to keep building, yo. 2 drinking limit for A1. Shout out to the fam. But again, much love, much appreciation to everybody that rocked out to the end of the show. And I'll see all of y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link. Word him up. It's Judah Ben. Shout out to Jusdu.
Never gonna fight each other.
Going up. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on
what's going on. And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because